Well, that's gonna get us a strike. We've arrived. Let's tweet. Let's get on the socials,
Where are all
Catherine.
the people? Where are all the peeps?
Get on the socials, please, Catherine, if you wouldn't mind. Look! Astrid,
she's so sweet.
She never asked to visit her kids, though, does she?
No.
She's a terrible, terrible mother.
Sasha's like that about the twins, but I get why. They're annoying. Sasha.
Sorry, we're just doing the socials. Linny was first. Sorry, Richard. Linny was first. 34SP sponsoring Radio Anywhere. We got, what is UK Sound Magazine?
I sent you a new advert last night. Did you see it?
I have got it, yes.
Because I do my homework on time.
I have got it. That is going to get played today. We haven't started the show yet, guys. We're doing the socials. We are live now until about 1-ish. It's free. You're bored. Come on. www.twitch.tv/TLNA 0203 286 6370. I was thinking how this because I'd set up OBS before we started, right? Which is this program that we run that do the show on. And I thought, we're all prepared, ready to go. And we're not. But I tell you what, we've arrived, and to prove it, we're here.
Boom.
There we go. 0203. Let's check in on. Oh, hang on. No, let's start the show. Happened last night. Good morning, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. You happy with your lighting? I've closed the curtain. I've turned this off. I've got your light there. You happy with it?
Do I look too lit?
Yeah, mate, you always do.
I'm lit, man.
Welcome. It's great to have you guys here. We've got 2 new subs already. The subscriber got. Well, let's go through this. All right. First of all, let's just say hello to Linny, Richard. It's a cup of tea for you behind there.
Thank you.
It's Red Bush.
Do you know this is the sort of treatment I require.
2022 is what you're going to get. That's Red Bush in case you're set for builders. Right. I'm so off the coffee. Every now and then.
I don't even like it.
Every now and then.
I don't like instant coffee anymore at all.
I had one the other day because I had a headache. I had a McDonald's latte just because the boys were having stuff and I didn't want to have a McDonald's. So I thought, well, if I get that,
it's a little heavier than a cup of tea.
That's something. And I had very, very occasionally, but I'm off it. Totes off. Sorry, saying hello to everyone. Linny, Richard, Andrea, Katifa. I can't bloody say a thing.
All right, let me look. Jimbo, Andrea, Novocaine for the Souls.
Where's Jimbo?
Jim Bowen.
Where are you looking at? You're not looking at the top. I'm looking at the top. I'm doing the order they came in because that is respectful.
Well, I don't know. I don't play by the rules anymore, man.
I got some great news, guys.
What?
We've arrived, and to prove it, we're here. That doesn't help.
It's quite a long time, doesn't it, to
Take
make this point?
Yeah. I need to just cut it. So we've arrived, and to prove it, we're here.
We've arrived, and to prove it, we're here.
That's the end of
Okay, Katifa, basically Ben, Roger, Brown Eyes Dolly, Sarah Seabass, Gatford, JKRX Art, whose picture of you as...
You should be in bed.
You should be in bed,
As
you
the
piece of
bride.
trash. Is in my kitchen. I was doing some AA meetings at the weekend. Everyone got to see your picture. 0851661.
Are they all right after that? Or?
Del Stoke, Zermatt. Richard's saying hello again. That's
I mean...
Oh, actually, Richard is talking to someone who's not us. Come here. That's a big no-no in my books.
What book's that?
The Book of No-Nos. It's just a book of no-nos. I'm going to write a book of no-nos.
There is a no-no. It's a depilatory thing, isn't it? Have you seen it?
No.
That thing that ladies use on their faces. No.
No. Why did you point to your arse when you said it? You went, it's a depilatory thing.
No, I think I was.
Here's our next project. We're going to
Pocketing.
write the Ian and Catherine. Oh, excuse me. The Ian and Kate
No.
Book of No-Nos.
You don't have to.
You told me I had to call you Kate.
Well, no. I mean, you can, but I don't want everyone calling me it. It's special.
Catherine, I saw Catherine have, let's say, a big glass of wine. And she was insistent that from now on, look at my yellow eyes, my face. From now on, I call her Kate.
You can.
Okay, I am.
Nobody else.
All right, we'll call you Catherine
It's
for
a
the sake
very
of the
special.
show.
It's a very special. It's my family name. Do you know what I mean? So it sounds weird coming from anybody else, but
Thank
I don't
you.
mind him doing it because I like him.
Thank you. We've got a load of subs this
Not
morning.
that I don't like you, but I don't know you so well.
I don't like. Stephen, thank you for your sub. Who else we got? Hunty, thank you for the sub. Chris Double Wee, thank you for the sub. Nova came for the soul. Thank you for the tip. We'll talk about this in a bit.
Yeah.
Mr. Peaty Pops, thank you for the sub. Jamie Bright Gaming, resubbed 23 months. Oh, mate, get a life. Stephen and JKRXKRZS Art, thank you for your subs. Welcome. McPauls is here. I was going to phone McPaul's Guru last night and I didn't. Welcome to the show. This is 2022. Congratulations.
Well done.
We made it through the festive period. I know some of you love it. I suspect more of you don't. I'd forgotten that I'd made the revelation last year. I don't like Christmas.
You have never liked Christmas since I've known you.
No.
But actually, this was the closest you got to liking Christmas, and then Christmas didn't like us.
Where did you get your shirt from, Ian? Probably the Gap. That's where all my
Do you
clothes
want me
are
to
from.
look at his label?
I'll do a button. I do it. It's my headphones.
It's just a number, 1969.
That's a Gap
You
then.
got it from 1969.
Thank you, Wanna Brew, for the sub. Can we have it cross? Oh shit! Oh well, this broke.
Oh no.
How did that break? Well, thanks, Katifa. I appear to have broken your
Medal.
medallion. I can only apologise for
There
that.
must be a bit.
There's got to be a bit, but I don't know where that. Well, never mind. We tried. Can we have it crosscast with Radio Anywhere? This show. Well, it's interesting you should say that. There's a bit that's come out. That's really disappointing. There's a lot of pine needles.
It's not that big boing.
No. No. That was out of a cracker. Sorry, guys. Jimbo, I've missed you, Jimbo. I was thinking the other day, I haven't seen much of Jimbo for the other day, and I didn't message you over Christmas, my humblest. Welcome. We made it. It's done. It is done. Yeah, today's a bank holiday. Who cares? I've been awake since 5 o'clock.
I haven't.
No.
Why?
I think I've got an ingrown toenail, and it's not called ingrowing. My whole life I thought it was called ingrowing. It's called ingrown toenail. You can't-
Oh my God!
What?
Your poor foot.
See that? It's there. That red is so
Oh,
painful. And
mate.
I've hacked down there to try and get it out. But my foot, you can't really see it. My big toe is swollen and red. And last night it was so painful. So painful. So I've been up since 5 and I listened to last night's Bezic because I fell asleep before it came on. So I'm going to, not an optician's, a paedophile, a podiatrist.
Right.
I call them a chiropodist, but they're all called podiatrists now. To get
some
my
relief.
toe.
Boring.
It's not boring. It's interesting. Okay, it's interesting.
No, please don't leave me.
Okay, well we won't. So I'm going to go and see a podiatrist. Look, that's why I've got sallowed, palsied, jaundiced eyes.
Palsied?
Ben says I had one years ago. I had to have the nail removed.
No, don't say that, Ben.
Mummy!
Don't say that. Don't say that. You're saying this to
Mummy!
Mr. Catastrophe over here.
Mummy!
Stop it.
Well, last night I was thinking, shit, because I found some boots, some walking boots in the garage. I don't think they're the jungle boots. I think they might have been when I was I was a sub for the island. I don't think they're the
That was a
jungle boots.
blurry time there, wasn't it? Because you were so ill, and then you went and had your jabs as well.
Happy birthday, Ian Lee fan. Yeah, I had my rabies jab. So I found these boots in the garage. I thought, I'm going to try those walking boots. They're so much more comfortable than the ones I was using. However, within those boots, both boots had a rabbit hole pin. And a part of me was thinking, well, because I know that it pricked the toe on the other.
What? Wait, what?
Thank
There
you
was
for
a
the
rabbit
segue.
hole pin inside the boot,
Both of them, yeah.
unsheathed.
Yeah. Because
That
they've been
sounds
in
like
the garage.
someone's-
They've been in the garage in a box, you know.
That sounds like a booby trap.
Thank you, Alex. Oh, Alex is here. Thank 27 months, Alex. Get a life. So we're going to say now, if anyone's got over 20 months, get a life. And
And also, thank you.
thank you. And it pricked the big toe of my other foot as I put it in. Right? I was walking around with it for a bit, and I went, okay. And I'm thinking, well, did I prick? Is this another cat bite? Am I going to lose my toe? And I was thinking of going to A&E last night. Then I thought, it's not that swollen. It's been swollen for 2 nights now, and it's not really got much bigger. Then I was going to go to a walk-in doctor's. Oh, Kim broke his finger.
No, why? How?
Because he's genetically programmed to break stuff at really inappropriate moments. He broke his finger. I think he was running up the stairs and he kicked his finger with his foot, and he broke it.
Holy shit!
It's my boy, my youngest.
That's quite the sports injury.
If he is he's completely destructible. He will break and damage everything.
And yet...
Broken fur, what else did he break? He fractured his arm.
And yet, you'd think that would make him guarded. No, this is the kid who'll watch Ninja Warrior and go...
I can do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Zero, thank you for the sub. Wannaberry, thank you for the sub. Dave Dogface, great to have you here. So I was going to then go into a walk-in doctor's. Come here. More like a hobble-in doctor's.
Good one.
And then I thought, well, so then I'm at 5 in the morning. I'm trying to find a chiropodist. They're all booked up.
Everyone's been saving up their foot problems.
They're all booked up. Rayburn says, my toes were wrecked after chemotherapy. I was in agony. £30 appointment with a podiatrist changed my life. Tell me more. But I've got, one has got back and said, this Friday at 3 o'clock, I can do it. I can see you. So if it gets any bigger or much more painful, I will go to the doctors. But otherwise...
Why am I getting flash forward to Friday and you with an Oliver Hardy style bandage on your toe? Oh, one of those. It will be all right. But so that was keeping you awake?
Oh, it was so painful. 5, and then I dozed off again just after 7, and then woke up just after 8. So
I'm sleeping terribly as well at the moment, but not because of a toe or anything. I just had a very anxious night the night before last, where everything seemed to be very important and needing sorting out. But of course, you can't do anything in the middle of the night. Last night I slept okay though, but I think it's because we had a lovely long walk.
Went for a lovely walk on Ivanhoe Beacon. Walking is my big thing this year.
You say walk, it was more of a
It was bloody hard work.
Climb. We needed crampons really.
Tony Marie, thank you for the sub. 11 months, you're okay. And then we went off to get some lunch, and that's when disaster took hold. So we're in the middle of nowhere.
We should have known though, because we'd been too lucky. We'd had a fun night out, fun times,
Very lucky.
happy times.
Yeah.
We had climbed Ivanhoe Beacon. We felt a sense of achievement.
Yeah.
And also a slight palpitation to the old chesticle.
But we did it. We walked to
We
Ivanhoe
were going to
Beacon.
treat ourselves.
So I was sarcastic.
We were going to treat ourselves with a big slurpy drink and a slap-up meal. No, that was never to be.
Rayburn, please stop telling me about your toenails. Chemo meant my toenails lifted off the bed, and when they started growing back, they weren't grown. Paedophile cut them properly and had no more pain. I don't want any advice about toes from Gatford either.
Jeez.
So then we're driving around, and in the middle of nowhere, like a country lane, I'm struggling to get my car in gear. I had this a few months ago, do you remember? Couldn't get my car into gear.
Meanwhile, I'm behind him in my car, and all I can see is he's pulled over, and I can just see bounce, 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 bounce.
Well, this is because the guy, Benji, thank you for the sub, 18 months, you're okay. Because when it went wrong last time, the guy said, there was some air in the tube, so if that happens again, just pump the clutch and it will pass it all through. So that's why I was pumping the clutch. And I managed to kind of bunny hop off of this country road into another country road, right? But that was a no-through road. And this was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, shit, Dave, thank you for the sub 40 months, you're all right. So, okay, this is happening. Left it a bit, couldn't start it. Not a member of anything, because the last 2 times I used the AA, they were atrocious. And I complained, and both times, the same PR woman, Valentina, got in touch and said, we'll renew your policy. And last time it happened, she kind of hinted that she didn't want me to join the AA ever again.
Does that include the time that you helped me out because my tyre had blown, and you helped me out on your membership? And they sent me home on a tyre.
2 tyres.
Yeah, it was 2 tyres.
2 tyres.
And when I got
Thank
back...
you, Dale Stokes. 29 months, get a life.
When I got back, the new tyres were flat. I'd driven all the way back from London,
They put
40
tyres with
miles.
holes in. So
dangerous.
So I wasn't going to go AA. So I thought, well, RAC.
RAC to it.
RAC, A to B, we RAC to it. I used to be the voice of it. I should have made that clearer. And they said, why are we going so loud all of a sudden? They said, Sulla Magnus, 16 months, you're okay. They said, it'll be Is your foot caused by the tow truck? Do you know what? I'm going to let you have that.
My bell's too far, but you could imagine one.
They said it'll be up to 3 hours. And I thought, okay, I can do that. And
It was New Year's Day. We get it.
I could do it. I can do up to 3 hours. So I sent Kath home and I listened to a podcast, but that was caning my data. I tried to join a Zoom AA meeting, but the internet wasn't good enough. I dozed and meditated. Then just as we're approaching the 3 hours, the RAC phoned me up.
Brilliant. So you're thinking, they're
Here
going
we
to tell
go.
me
This
he's
is
on
great.
his way.
He's on his way. And they said, just to let you know, we're very busy today. Novocaine, thank you for the sub. We're very busy today. So it's going to be... So this was at 6 o'clock. It will be close to 10 o'clock that they come. 10 o'clock. I've been there since 3.
PM.
This is
10
6.
PM.
Chaz, thank you for the sub. 22 months, get a life. And I said, what? What? Yeah, it's going to be another 3 to 4 hours. I went, are you fucking kidding me? No, I didn't. I held off swearing, actually, to a bit. But I did get angry, right? And I got, this is a... What? And then she said, okay, can you just remind me, can you tell me what the problem is? Not remind me, can you tell me what the problem is? I said, well, the clutch is gone. Well, in that case, you're going to need to be towed. That's a different thing altogether. And that's when I went, not to her, I went, oh, fucking hell, they're taking the fucking piss. Sir, what's your language? I was quite shouty. I'm going to be honest, Mardista, thank you for the sub. I was quite shouty. I'm not proud of it. I was quite shouty.
But you'd had the tow truck conversation. I heard it.
Yeah. So I said, right, so I've been sat here waiting for the wrong vehicle. All I can say, sir, is I'm very, very sorry. And I'm getting angry and I'm shouting. She's going, here's the thing. Worst thing you can say to someone who's angry.
Calm down.
Calm down. And please, sir, show me some respect. Show you some respect? Well, you show the customer some respect. If you carry on like this, sir, I'm going to end the call. All right, then. I had to pay another £50 for the tow truck. All right, then. I'll pay. Here's my card. I'll pay. Sir, show me some respect. I will pay the 50... So it wasn't even the door. They just put me on the hold music. So I'm on the hold music for 3 minutes. Listen, I shouldn't have lost my temper with her. I admit that freely. Shouldn't have shouted. The swearing wasn't at her. The swearing was an off mic. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sketty, thank you for the sub. But I shouldn't have shouted at her. I did shout. And what that was rage. And I used to be like that all the time. I used to be an angry young man. And I haven't felt that for a long, long time. And I should be better than that. So that was out of order. And she hung up. You know what? That was the right thing to do. So then I have to phone up again and go, I was just talking to and I'm raging, but I was just talking to someone about a tow truck, and I'm afraid I lost my temper, but I'd like to book this tow truck now, please, if you don't mind. Okay, so then I started crying on the phone.
Oh, God.
But he'd obviously known that I'd lost my temper with her, so he wasn't having any of it. Like, the details, all right, the truck will be with you in 4 hours. So then, let me just check the heating's not on. I'm hot. Are you hot? So then, this is now 6:30. Been there 3.5 hours. I'm looking at another 3.5 hours wait. But now I'm thinking, well, in 3.5 hours, they're going to phone me up and say it's another 3 hours. They can keep doing that.
Or 3 to 4 hours.
And loads of Paul, Twisty, thank you for the sub. And loads of people on Twitter said they'd had that. And of course, that's the thing. It'll be up to 3 hours.
You should be in bed.
You should be in bed. Dave the Bear, 15 quid. No, never say not much. We'll talk about what the tips are for in a bit. We'll explain all that. So, but they've already set the precedent. It'll be up to 3 hours. Oh, it's going to be up to another 3 or 4 hours. Okay, so the precedent, right? So then I went on Twitter and I called RAC out. I said, are you happy with this? This is awful. I'm in the middle of nowhere. The woman on the phone, is there a shop near you could go to?
There was nothing.
I said, no, there's nothing.
Basically,
no street lights, nothing.
He was on a pretty much a blind bend.
Country lane.
He pulled into the start of a driveway to a farm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But there was no lighting whatsoever. And I'd counted about 5 cars go by in an hour.
So then I went on Twitter and called the RAC out. And this is when it gets even worse, right? So then Patricia from the RAC said, DM me, please, Ian. So I DM'd her. She phoned me up within 5 minutes of that DM. She phoned me up from the press department. The press department. And she said, I've looked into this. Let me phone up the recovery firm because they were outsourcing it. She came back and she said, they'll be with you within an hour. And I said, thank you very much. But the only reason that happened is because I've got a blue tick. I was in the jungle. I've got 100,000 followers. That's it. And then, so the truck was going to be an hour. And then I thought, let me try green flag. I phoned up green flag and I told the guy exactly what was going on and where I was. He said, right, well, I reckon we can have someone with you within half an hour.
Oh.
It's going to be 200 quid to join and get that. And then it will be more to take you, because I wanted to go, it's within 10 miles, but I wanted to go 20, 15, 16 miles. He said, so let me phone them up and let's just see what we can do. So he came back and he said, yeah, we can have them with you probably about half an hour to an hour, but they would charge £95, which is cheaper than what we would charge. So I'm suggesting that you pay them directly and you don't pay us. So he was saving me 200 quid. I'm thinking, what? So then I phoned up the firm that he'd given me and they said, oh, we've already got your booking through the RAC. We'll be with you in 20 minutes.
Same fella.
Same
recovery
company. Same
right.
recovery company. So he rocked up. So he came. So I've been there since 3. He came at 7:30, I think, 7:45. 7:30 it was. And I said, I didn't mind the 3-hour wait. They'd said up to 3 hours. Okay, it's up to 3 hours. I can deal with that. And it's the fact that a blue tick got preferential treatment. Anyway, this guy, I wanted him to drive me to High Wycombe, which is about 10 miles from my house, because I knew there was a Nissan garage, and I had another. I just knew there was a Nissan garage. I thought, well, they can fix this. They were the only ones that said they could fix an engine light fault I had. I'm going to get both done and see if I can then sell the car. So we get in the car. I get in the van. I said, by the way, do you want me to wear a mask? Oh, no, I'm not bothered about masks. Driving along. Says to me, what do you think about... He's from Portugal, but I can't... He sounded Polish, similar accent, I thought. He said, what do you think about the masks? No, he said, what do you think about the vaccine? I thought,
He introduced that.
Of course he did,
At the
because he's
start
one of them.
right.
Really early. I said, well...
What I was going to say is he introduced that at the start of your time together.
I said, well, I've had it. I've had 2, going to get a 3rd soon. And I just thought, I can't be bothered. So I went, but I think it's everyone's choice what they want to do. I didn't want to have the argument. He said, yeah. Bill Gates is getting rich, isn't he, huh? I don't believe in it. It's not been tested. And this went on for a bit. And it was about a 45-minute drive to the garage. He very kindly dropped the car off. So I've dropped the car at this garage, right? And they're shut until tomorrow. So I'd left a message on the answer saying, I've dropped my car off. I put the key through the letterbox. There's no letterbox. What business has no letterbox? So I had to go to a petrol station next door and say, are you affiliated with that? No. Can I leave my keys behind the counter for them? And they said, did the garage say you could? I went, yeah. Okay, fine. So my car is parked 10 miles away from here. My keys are in a nearby petrol station. But I don't know what's going to happen.
It had been a long day.
It had been a long day. And I said to this guy, are you going back that way? Because it's a 2-hour walk. It wasn't in central High Wycombe, so I couldn't get the train. There was no cab company. He said, yeah, I can. So then we're going back.
Oh, God.
And he says, have you heard about the giant? I said, what? Have you heard about the giant? They're building it in 21 cities. It's a statue. It's a robot that's as tall as a skyscraper, I think he said. And I said, no. He said, Google it. And it's a real thing, right? It's an art installation. It's a giant robot. It's like an art installation. I don't know if it's a robot. It's a statue, but it's a giant art installation.
I think I've seen them. They're like those Japanese things.
I'll show it to you. I don't know why I'm on night vision here. The giant statue. Here we go. The giant statue to be displayed across 21 cities. Let's get this set up for you, boys and girls, so you can have a little look-see at this. Bottom left.
World's tallest moving statue inspired by Gulliver's Travels.
Here we go. So this is it, right? So he goes, have you heard about the giant?
Oh,
Oh, it
gosh.
is big. Oh, it is big.
That looks a lot like the one that Take That had that was caught in the squatting position for quite a long time.
It is big. It is big. The giant. Okay, well, can we see? I want to see a bit more of it. I don't know what we're.
We're looking at other big things there.
Okay.
Oh, so it can see.
I don't know
can
what's
it?
going on. Right. So he said it's the giant. I was thinking, all right, okay, yeah. He said, what do you think about it? I said, well, I don't really think anything about it. He said, well, I think it's the beast. I think it's the beast. The beast. He said, you know, there's a supercomputer called the Beast. Gun down, Stacey's here. And I said, I don't, but I can well believe there is. He said, well, I think this is the Beast.
Oh.
And I just couldn't be asked at this point. And I went, all right. I didn't want to know what the Beast meant. Then he said, this is all part of their control over us. A giant robot is going to control us.
It seems like a very, I'm going to say, it seems like a very elaborate way of doing it.
And
doesn't it?
Yeah. And at this point, I was on my way home. Yeah. And he said, what do you think about it? I said, I'll be honest, mate, I think it's just a giant robot. I think it's just an art installation. And then he started going on. I said, oh, you can drop me off here. I'll walk the rest.
Good God.
Roger says, well, I'm sure that many thought the Death Star was a conspiracy, and look at how that turned out. Don't dismiss it so lightly. It's weird that swearing isn't allowed with certain services, is allowed with certain services, not with others. Yesterday, my GP told me St. John's Wort is fucking bollocks. Okay.
Okay.
So that was my journey. So then I didn't tip the guy, actually. I didn't tip him. I was tempted to, but I was just thinking this is going to cost me £1,000. And then yesterday I thought, right, I'm going to, one more down, thank you for the sub. 16 months, you're safe. I thought, right, I'm going to get my refund now. I'm unhappy. And they'll give me the refund because of the blue tick privilege. Phoned up the press department. Got to put you through to cancellations. I said, whoa. But what about yesterday when Pat helped me out? Put you through to the cancellation department.
Oh, you're no longer friends.
No, exactly. So then I can speak to the cancellation guy. I'm sorry you had disappointing service, sir. Would you like to tell me what happened? Told him everything, including the fact I thought it was disgusting I got privileged treatment for having a blue tick. So loads of people on Twitter saying, oh, look at you using your blue tick privilege to jump the queue. Yeah, but the thing is, that's not my problem. That's not my fault. That's the RAC's fault and problem, the fact they do that. Of course, you would use it if you had the same.
Well, people use it who don't have blue ticks, right? I've used it. I don't have blue tick. When you get to a point where no one will talk to you, you know that a little bit of Twitter shame for those companies is what they respond to. And sure enough, they prove you right every time.
Flop, thank you for the gift.
So don't pretend you wouldn't.
Yeah, so the angry, oh, look, you jump, crybaby, jump in the queue. I did jump the queue, but that's on them.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, those people. I made that part of my official complaint. I said, I think it's awful. I got preferential treatment. So how do you know you got preferential treatment? Because the PR department phoned me up and it was sorted within 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a telltale sign.
I phoned up and I said, I want my money back. He said, okay, let's go through what happened. And I told him, sorry to hear that. What could we do to make this good for you? I said, well, cancel it, give me my money back. Okay, but is there anything we could do to persuade you to stay? And then he said, I guess the only thing we could do right is if you had another breakdown, and we sorted that very quickly. And he left that hanging. In the air.
So that is within your power, is it?
So I went, nah, I'll have my money back, please. He said, okay, one final question. You were recovered? Yeah. So you were recovered? Yeah. Moraine, thank you for the sub. Okay, so just to clarify, you were recovered? Yeah. I can't give you a refund in that case. And I'm raging again, but I'm sucking it down.
But he knew that at the beginning of the conversation, so why are we...
I can't give you a refund. Jack Little, nice car. Shame if it were to break down and you not have our coverage. Here we go, Dave. Are they the mob? Be awful if something was to happen. So I went, he said, so I'll have to, what do they call it? Take it up.
Escalate
it. I have to escalate it and make a formal And I'm raging. So when I was out for my walk I went out in the pouring rain. I loved it, but I was out of breath. I thought you cannot lose. And I did say, and also here's the thing, just quickly to the PR person, I said I lost my temper with a young woman, and that was out of order. And I sincerely apologise, and I was completely wrong. And she said I will pass that on to her. Okay, I'll pass that on to her. And I said this again to the guy. I said I lost my temper. That was so out of order. I was just so upset and so angry, but I should not have taken that. Okay. So then we had to go through it all again and do it while he typed it up. And he kept missing bits out. He said, and Adam, so you were upset at the initial 3-hour wait. And I said, no, I wasn't. I accepted the 3-hour wait. I wasn't happy with it, but I accepted it. That's not part of the complaint.
This is true.
Okay, so they then phoned up. We went through it. And he said, okay, well, you should hear from us in 5 working days. And I had to go, this is another reason why I want to leave, because this is ridiculous. But thank you so much for your help.
God.
And also, you're right, the RAC paid the third-party garage. So, of course, what I should have done is looked for recovery vehicle companies. I mean, I didn't really know where I was, but I should have looked for, and your tow driver was a giant robot Bill Gates. Is that part of the complaint? Yeah. I should have said he was I should have said he was an anti-vaxxer. And it's just...
Well, I'm sorry, we can't cover anyone for that, sir. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
And then I did try and, tweet on there, can I get a refund? So who knows? I suspect I'll get some of the money back. I doubt I'll get all of the money back. But it was just, it was not my proudest moment. And I've apologised on Twitter a couple of times, and a few people, including Dennis, have gone, next! Stop going on about it! But it is important for me to, as part of my, just step 10, is to look at what happened in the day and what was my part in it. And my part in that was to lose my temper. Aj Emerald Owl, thank you for the sub. 4 months. You're a decent human being. But, and part of my recovery is to look back on my behaviour in the day. What did I do wrong? And I shouted at this person. I swore. I didn't swear at her, but I swore. But I shouted at her. And that was wrong. And I had to address that on Twitter. I had to address it in public. I had to address it. So everyone telling me to move on. So that was the car broke down at 3. I got home just after 9, which is a lot better than it could have been. But my car is at a garage that doesn't open until tomorrow. They've got a lot of answer phone messages. They've got a note on a windscreen, and they've got a key in a petrol station. Because they didn't have a letterbox.
What could possibly go wrong?
Always News X, like I mentioned on Twitter, I did miss some of the tweets. Have a look at the cheaper companies like Auto National, who go straight to the third-party local companies. Okay, thank you. Well, I will ring them live now. No, I'm not going to do that. But it was, and I did get angry and upset on Twitter, and that's never a cool look. But it got me home 4 hours quicker, because of the flaws in their system. We're on the wonk a little bit. Your side needs to go up. Nope, your side needs to go down. There we go. That's better.
Oh, hi.
So we'll see. And also, I haven't got a spare key for the car, so if that key goes missing, we're screwed. But so the plan now. So now I can explain what our donate button is this month. This is going to cost me $1,000. Easy. The plan is to get these 2 things fixed and then see if I can sell that car and then move on to another car. I can't afford another car. But Catherine is also having huge, expensive car troubles. So donate this month if you want. It will go to what will be split 50-50, and it goes towards me being able to see my kids. It goes towards cars. And I just thought, last month it was a tip, and before that, I just thought, actually, let's just be honest about where that money is going to go to. It's going to go some way towards paying for the work Catherine's having on my car, and ain't going to cover either of us, but it goes some way too. That may encourage you to donate more. That may discourage you to donate completely. I don't want to pay towards their car, but I just thought it made sense to be complete. It's one of the things we want to be this year in terms of the show, is be completely transparent about what we're doing, about what our intentions are, and about where the money's going to go. So if you If you want to donate this month, all of it will get split 50-50, and I said spliff. And there's a Freudian
Not
slip.
all of it will get spliffed.
And it goes towards our car. So if you want to donate, !donate. Catherine, let me go and get my phone, because I also want to keep an eye on if we get any new Patreons.
Yes.
Because that is what today's show really
Oh,
is
yeah,
about.
it is, right? Because the way Patreon works, I don't know if any of you... I do know that a lot of you are patrons. And what happens it is every month, the numbers drop substantially and then kind of creep up again. That's the hope, anyway. But it's
They ain't creeping up this month, baby.
It's such a stressful system. Such a stressful system. I was speaking to someone yesterday who said he doesn't look at his for the first 5
Yeah, I
days because
saw
he can't bear it. Can't bear it. So that's
Patreon
the score.
is the thing, and you know about this. And listen, if you have to stop paying because you can't afford it or you don't fancy it, you never have to tell us why. We none of our business. If you're stopping because you don't like it, don't tell us that either. Some people do. But if you're stopping because you can't afford it, you don't fancy it, whatever, that's cool. We get so many lovely emails saying, I'm really sorry. I can't. Never have to justify it. Never have to justify it. We've always said your money, your financial situation is more important than ours. We don't want anyone going broke or skint to help us.
I do find it very sweet, though, when people are saying, I will come back, because they
they won't. They're scumbags.
They will come
They're
back.
trash.
But I find it very sweet that they do that, because they feel part of a community.
Nah.
And that's the special thing about this show.
Scumbags, trash. I'm going to open up Skype, by the way. If you want to call in, you're very, very welcome. Oh, we've got some... okay, we've got some messages we might listen to in a minute. So we'll just do it quickly here, because I know we've just done a big thing there. No, we haven't. We just talked about my car. So Patreon is the way we can afford to do these shows, and it's also this year it's incorporating Radio Anywhere. Radio Anywhere is now becoming part. Radio Anywhere is becoming part of the Patreon thing. So at the moment, I'm doing 2 shows a week on Radio Anywhere, Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's going to carry on. And there's a couple of ways that makes money. Some of it is through advertising. If you want to advertise in me, ianlee45@gmail.com. I don't trust the other emails. But the way I can afford to do those 2 shows is through Patreon. So if the Patreon drops too much, I'm going to have to knock Radio Anywhere on the head. Also, with the Patreon, for less than 2 coffees a month, the $6.66 plus VAT level, you get access to hundreds of hours of video, hundreds of hours of podcasts. $6.66 plus VAT. You get access to that. You will also get this month full podcasts of every TLNA show that we do. You'll get that full podcast come straight to you. You get a little RSS feed it's a little code that you drop into your podcast catcher, and with most of them, those will then go straight to your phone. You don't want the full shows. If you go down to $4.99 plus VAT, you get a 45-minute best of, if that's more to your liking. If you go up to £20, here's what you're going to get this month. You get 1 extra bonus-free podcast. You also get 1 private streamed show like this. £20 and above, you'll get a secret link to come and watch a show like this, which will also be a podcast. And the third thing you get for a £20, you get a Zoom meeting with me, Catherine, and all the other £20. It's a lot of money. Maybe you want to try it for 1 month. Maybe you think, I've got a bit of Christmas money from that. I'll give that a go. The $6.66 plus VAT, though, tends to be the main one. Matty Stevo's in the house. And we're going to work out the number of... basically, you get every show we do on TLNA, you get the full audio podcast of it. And you will get secret links to shows that we do behind the paywall. We are cutting down the TLNA shows to 2 a week. And we're going to do them in the same slot. Definitely Friday 7 till 10. Did we work out when the other one would be? Did we agree on a... Did you say Wednesdays?
Yeah, we could do Wednesdays.
7 till 10?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we're going to do them on the same night. So it's going to be 2 evening shows. Probably, we'll have a little chat privately, probably Wednesday 7 till 10, definitely Friday 7 till 10. We're going to keep those locked in. We were being too vague and we were bouncing all over the place. Understandable over school holidays, but unhelpful for you. So that is going to be the thing. 2 shows.
Also, we thought with the mornings, I know we're in the morning now, and so obviously for you it's working, but people are going back to work, aren't they?
Yeah, more and more are going back to work.
And we knew that things would shift when that happened, and I think things are shifting, although for how long, who knows?
So, but also we'll see as well. You know, if we'll see how it goes. We'll try it for a couple of months with these evening slots. If people want mornings, then we'll see what we can do. I had one more. Oh yeah, so I'll talk about Radio Anywhere in a bit. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call.
This.
Hey, Alistair.
Alistair.
Hello.
Is that
Hello.
what is that? That's either a fleshlight, a bong, or a giant
a
torch. Is that a torch?
Where?
To your left shoulder, that big silver thing.
Left shoulder.
Other left, that left.
Torch, yeah, it's a torch. It's
Jesus, that's huge. I imagine the batteries that takes.
It was. My dad bought it because it was advertised as a policeman's torch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. My granddad had one like that.
Whack someone round the head with that.
Yeah, he got it because he thought if anyone came in, he was going to hit them.
Used to be
That
in
wouldn't have been a
bed.
great idea in my view, but now I've got it. I think it's great.
Well, thanks for your call, Alistair. Lovely. How you doing, man? What you got?
No, just sorry that you've had all your troubles, Ian and Catherine.
what it
with
is.
What you're going through as well. But I just wanted to say that I'm a member of RAC myself,
Oh.
and I changed from AA to RAC purely on the fact of cost, that it was about £4 cheaper, £4 or £5 cheaper. But it kind of, makes sense. I mean, I know New Year's Day must have been busy, but I mean, it sounds like you had a horrendous experience. Well, it was.
It was shit. Again, the 3-hour wait, I had no complaint about that. It was like, wasn't looking forward to it, but I thought, I'm a single bloke. It's New Year's Day, 3 hours. I can do that. It was just when they phoned, as it was like 10 minutes to the 3 hours. They said, it's going to be another 3 or 4 hours. That is when it really got my goat.
Well, I would have exploded, I think, more than you, I think. But, horrible.
Yeah. It wasn't great. But we got there.
And the other thing was that you were both talking about sleep. I haven't slept at all since
You've got a
yesterday.
tough guy. What's going on, man?
I've got myself into a silly pattern. I got the BT Sport to watch the cricket in Australia, which has been a disaster, of course, for England, but never mind. And because I drink coffee all the time and do all the wrong things, so what I tend to do after the show, I'll probably have a kip and do it like that. Well, I know that's all crazy, but it also allows me to
try not to drink coffee after 3 p.m.
Yeah, it also allows me to let Jeannie in and out during the night. So I'm a slave to Jeannie.
You're an idiot then, man. Hang on, says the man who's got 5 cats who will get up in the night and actually no, I'm on Jeannie's side. The cats are the best though. I've been enjoying the cat. Big Boy really is so wonderful. I won't see him for 3 or 4 days. Then he rocks up like 2 p.m. Where's my dinner? Where's my dinner? You have to feed him when he rocks up, weirdo.
Did you get them, Catherine and Ian, did you get them Christmas presents or anything?
Do you know, I didn't this year. I forgot with the whole with COVID. I just, that week of last minute stuff didn't happen.
I wasn't going to, but then I went shopping with my eldest, and she went, "Have we got anything for the cats?" And I went, "What, Dreamies or something?" But they didn't have anything. They didn't have anything like that for some reason at that point. But what they did have was for about £4, this little pop-out tent.
Oh yeah.
Which has become the Battle Palace,
Oh,
right?
wow.
So
They
one of
use
them,
it?
and they get really. So it's got it's a little pop-out tent, and it's got 3 holes, so you can side, and up like a tank. And they fight. They kind of fight each other and wrestle each other across this thing, and it gets quite heavy in there. But they're all friends afterwards. They really seem to enjoy it. Best £4 I've ever spent on cats, because I find the more you spend on them, the less likely they are to use anything. I bought them posh beds, untouched. The box it came in, I'll have that.
On a cat castle, Catherine.
Well, exactly. So this little tent thing, they love it. They love a little wrestle in there. We call it the Thunderdome. So yeah, that's what we got them.
All right, Alistair. Nice to see you, brother. Maybe speak to you tonight.
I'm going to shout out.
Tutty bye, tutty bye.
Bye-bye.
Delis' mum is not very well at all in
Oh,
a nursing
Delis.
home. Carers here are amazing. I've been here since 4 a.m. Mum fading fast. I'm really sorry, Delis. I hope the journey is as peaceful and as smooth and as pain-free as it can be. Sending you lots of love. 0203 286 6370. While Alistair was talking, we had a new Patreon join the ranks.
Yes.
And I think it was it Matt? It's Matt.
Welcome.
Matt, welcome. We can afford to do, so all the shows this week are going to be free. As we entice people in. The next week, we're going to start implementing the paywall and we're going to go down to 2 shows a week. But it's not really 2 shows a week. It's 4 shows a week. So actually, it's kind of more because of the Radio Anywhere.
Yeah.
So I am going to. So here is what is happening with Radio Anywhere as of today. It's going to carry on, right? And but at the end of this month, it is going. I think that it's Sunday the 30th or something. It is going to change dramatically. The next 4 weeks going to carry on as normal. Me, Fadson, Nerdy T-shirt, all of those people. At the end of 4 weeks, it's going to change dramatically. Everything is going to be off the station apart from my 2 shows. Matty, I think maybe you're here, maybe you're not. I think you've probably read the message I wrote in the Discord mods. So in 4 weeks, just going to be my 2 shows. No old shows of mine. No repeats of those 2 shows. Monday and Tuesday, 10 o'clock till midnight. Ian Lee Pointless phone-in show. The rest of the time, it's music. There are loads of reasons why, and I don't need to go into them now. The main thing is, I think I tried to fly before I could even walk. I went in too big. And I don't feel I'm giving the attention to the other shows that they deserve. It's too stressful for me. Matty is putting in so much work. He's kind of taken over the scheduling, and I feel bad. I can't pay him or anything like that. Followed by only country music picked by Matty. I'm up for that. So you got 4 weeks of it is as it is now. And then after that 4 weeks, it's just me, Mondays and Tuesdays, 10 till midnight, doing the phone-in show. And that is coming under the Patreon umbrella. I'm hoping to get some more sponsors for the station, but they're outgoing costs, but that would be cool. If you want to sponsor or advertise on the station, 75 quid a week. What is that even? You get an advert made for you, you get at least 1 live read, and you get a tweet to my 96,000 followers once a week, and you get an Instagram to my 35,000 followers. 75 quid a week, that's nothing. No. I stole the strawberries in the jungle, you know that? ianlee45@gmail.com if you want to email me about that. But so that is what is happening. I'm going to go back into being really small, just those 2 shows. You know, if we and then see how it goes. The shows I chose were great, and it breaks my heart they're not getting the listeners they deserve. Loads of you have said you only want to listen to me, and maybe my mistake was getting shows that were completely alien to people instead of, I don't know, you know, getting a Barry and Angelos show. You know, something where there's kind of a crossover.
I don't know. I think people have been using it as an app to listen to your show, and that's fine.
Yep.
Do you know what? It was worth a punt.
So that's what it's going to be. Here's the thing. If we can get up to 10 advertisers a week, I'll go to 4 shows a week. 3 or 4 shows a week.
Careful.
Well. So I'm being careful. If we can get up to 10 advertisers a week, I would look at doing 3 or 4 shows a week on there. So that will be interesting to see if that happens. And also, we're not going to repeat the shows on there. If you want to hear the shows, and you can go and do this now. If you want to hear my phone-in shows, and I think there are about 8 or 10 already, go to your podcast service. Look for Radio Anywhere. Subscribe and download those episodes, please. So go to your podcast service, look for Radio Anywhere, and subscribe, and you'll get my shows will be delivered there. So that is a lot of content. That's partly why we've taken 1 show a week out from here, because people were complaining that their podcast feed was too busy.
That they couldn't keep up.
We're going to label the podcast better. But also by doing 2 here and 2 on Radio Anywhere, I think that's for $6.66 plus VAT a month. Come on, man. That is... I want to see another 4 people sign up to the $6.66 today because of all of that stuff that you're getting. That's insane. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. There's a voice message. Oh, it's from Christian, our American friend.
I know you hosted the show and I was on there. I know you're going to be back on Monday. Is that right?
Yes.
Give me a call at between 3:30 and 4, and if I don't answer, call me back. Right.
That's not how a phone-in show works, but thank you very much indeed. And then we missed this from yesterday.
I'm not ringing.
Oh,
I'm not ringing.
let's try this one from Saturday.
Happy New Year, Ian, from me, from Mum and Nigel. Happy New Year, Ian and Catherine. Bye for now. Good night, my sweet Catherine.
Okay, no,
Good-
that
I
is
hope
not
you
what
have a
it's...
lovely
That's...
weekend.
No.
Good night, my sweet Catherine. Good night, my sweet Catherine.
Delith, love the Nerdy T-shirt girls. Been looking for their podcast. I don't think they have one because
No,
they
they
play
don't.
music.
But they're on a radio station. If you Google them, they're on a radio station called...
Gumbo FM. Disco Champion, how do you feel about being scared of COVID for so long, then getting it and seemingly at least coming out the other side unscathed? I've been scared for ages. I was terrified of getting it. I feel blessed that it was not that bad comparatively. One night really of feeling awful and a week of feeling crappy. But yeah, I am less scared, although I am upping my hand washing and my mask. I'm upping that.
Yeah.
I'm upping it.
And I'm exhausted all the time at the moment. So I think that maybe we didn't get away as scot-free as I thought. So there. And my mood has been very low.
Oh, the Omicron. I was speaking to Amy, who's got it, one of our mods, and she was saying how depressed she felt. But that's one of the symptoms of Omicron.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it really messes with your moods, and it gives you a really low mood swing. So the two fascinating things about Omicron is the mood swing and also the confusion. Did you have the confusion?
A little bit, yeah. Well, you know I did, because I threw things away.
Yeah, you threw your straighteners in the bin.
Yeah.
The confusion, and I think those are specifically Omicron. I'm sure you could probably. Let me just ask the computer. Computer, is confusion and mood swing specifically Omicron?
Yeah. Yo.
Okay, computer says yeah, yo. So that that is that. If you want to sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/Ian and Catherine. Roger says with the TLNA shows and Radio Anywhere, the $6.66 plus VAT works out at 20 pence an hour. 20 pence an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. You've got to sign up. You've got to. Oh, someone donated some money, and I think we missed it.
Have you seen this that Jimbo says?
One quickly. Anna Livery subbed, and Missile Truck tipped £20 for the cars. Thank you. Thank you.
Jimbo says that his parents have had to change their medication. No longer work as well as having had COVID last year. Lots of neurological effects of all variants.
Hello, caller.
Ian and Catherine.
Hello.
Hello there. Could you turn your stream off, please, caller?
Yeah. There you go.
Hello, who is this?
This is Matt. I just signed up for the Patreon again.
Oh, Matt, that's you. You get the...
And welcome.
Welcome back, Matt. It's lovely to have you on board, sir.
Yeah, I was the prat the other day who
narrow it down.
Who got his passport lost in Iceland.
Oh, you said you were stranded out there.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the brain fog. But anything that happened around COVID time, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I remember. So what happened, Matt?
So my passport was stolen after the holiday, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I turned my hotel room inside out looking for it,
I do remember this.
Yeah, and so I had to go to the British Embassy, and that takes 3 working days to get.
Can I ask, Matt? Because you see in the films, I'm going to go to the embassy. Get me to the embassy. Can you just rock up at the embassy and go, "Hello, I'm British. I need some help"?
No, you've got.
How does it work then?
You've got to ring or email them, and they'll get back to you in a couple of working days.
That's terrible. I'm laughing because it's like...
But also so British.
Well, I would have assumed... My assumption is, Matt, you're in trouble in a foreign country, you could just knock on the door, go, hello, I'm a Brit, I need help. Come in, sir. Come in. Would you like a cup of tea, sir? Let us see what we can do on behalf of Her Majesty, sir. But no, you've got a flipping heck, man. That must be nerve-wracking.
It was, and but it's over now. I've been home for a week. It's yeah.
And is
yeah.
it? I'm going to ask you a really dumb question, right? It's a proper passport they give you that you can use. It's a proper passport.
It's blue, and
Yes!
you can use it once.
It's a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, was it worth it, Matt?
Was it a
worth
good
it
holiday?
for a trip to Iceland?
Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah. Days 1 to 3 were excellent, and I saw the Northern Lights. I saw the Golden Circle.
Oh. Magic.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm glad I went. And
even gladder you came home.
Yeah.
Miss L Truck says the RAC runs the British Embassy system, and Quiet Bloke says, is it a burner passport? Wow. Oh, well, I'm glad, Matt. I'm glad. How much longer in Iceland were you than you intended to be, if that sounds like English?
3 days.
Oh, man. And, well, because then there's... I would be worried about getting kicked out of the hotel. Sorry, sir, you have to leave the hotel now, and money... and all of that stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got back, Matt, and thank you for sharing the story with us. And thank you so much for signing up to the Patreon.
Yeah, I've been a Patreon for a long time. But,
I'm afraid, actually, Matt, your membership has got lost. You're going to have to sign up again.
Don't do this to him.
I'm joking. Thank you for your support, man. It's really, really appreciated. And I wish you luck on your next your next holiday.
Okay.
Thank you, mate. Take care.
Bye, mate.
Bye-bye. Alf Andy is resubbed. Thank you very much indeed. Delith has gifted a sub. Thank you. And Alive is subbed. Oh, that was just that was calling back. 3 days, says Caterfer. We got it in about 4 hours. Couldn't get through on the phone, so just rocked up and buzzed the entry phone. Other half shouted, I'm a British national and I need help, and they let him in. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Hello, I'm British.
And if not, take to Twitter.
Yep. Or do a dirty protest.
That's probably why that garage hasn't got a letterbox.
I would go on a hunger strike outside the British Embassy until they got me exactly what I wanted for. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone. We've got done an hour already. This is it. Here we go. Now we're rocking and a rolling.
Is something happening?
Something is stirring in the works. I would like to give a round of bells and applause, please.
Let me get my bell.
We got 2 new patrons
Yes,
who've just
mate.
signed up. Ladies and gentlemen, Ant and Simon. Ant and Simon.
Ant and Simon, you're the ones we've been waiting for, isn't that right, guys?
Hey guys, Ant and Simon, thank you so much. Let's see if we could get it up to 6 Patreons today. That would be awesome. 3 more Patreons today, any level. That would be absolutely awesome. Gapford's wearing the kind of shirt that I've got loads of in my wardrobe.
Woohoo!
Yes, man.
Sorry. Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah,
you look like the
all right.
Fonz today. Look at your quiff. You're looking like Fonzie, man.
Thank you. I got told by a friend that hadn't seen me in 6 months that they thought I'd lost a lot of weight, and it's got my confidence up.
Well, beautiful. That's great news.
Whether they were lying or not, I don't care. I'm taking it.
Take it. Own it.
it.
Gap Fonz. Surely it's Fonsford.
Fonsford.
No, Eford.
Maybe we can kill the Ford thing for 2022. I don't know.
No.
Okay. Nah.
That's out of our control now. That is that's like Sweet Caroline. That's not Neil Diamond's song anymore. That belongs to the people.
It's true. I got 2 things for you. One
if they're
thing
your testicles, I'm not interested.
Fair enough. No, they're covered. If I donate to the car, do I at some point get a free lift somewhere?
Well,
I mean, is there a limit? You know, if I donate like a couple of hundred, can I call you out like the RAC and get a free lift?
No, it doesn't work like that. If you were a show and you needed a lift to a tube station that was within 2 miles of the venue, then yes, you would. But apart from that, no, you cannot call us up and call us out. Blagford, says Jimbo.
That's a shame.
And Step into my office for what?
that was fun, wasn't it?
Oh.
In the wasn't he in the toilet?
Happy Daysford.
What wasn't it also in the men's toilet? Which, considering most of Fonzie's work was with women, a bit weird.
Also,
he would often kiss them in the. I learned how to kiss through watching Happy Days.
Did you?
Yeah.
I learned how to kiss through watching Dynasty.
Mandy, thank you for the sub. 30 months. Get a life.
Classy.
Get a life. Well, how did you learn to kiss?
Dynasty.
Dynasty, is that how you say it? Dynasty.
Was it? Did you have shoulder pads on when you did it?
Did I have what one?
Did you have shoulder pads on when you kissed them?
It's the only way. I still do.
Yeah.
Massive shoulder pads.
Massive shoulder pads. The other thing was I wanted to ask Ian how he's getting on with his eating.
This.
Big boy, okay.
Okay.
Big boy, okay. You're not okay. What's wrong? Oh, have you got a dirty bum like you had yesterday? You've cleaned it, probably with your tongue, so no licking of me. Sorry, Gary. What did you ask?
How are you getting on with your eating?
I'm doing really well. I'm surprised. When I stood on the scales today, it flickered with a 14. Then it went to 15.0 3/4. So it's going really well, actually. I'm eating less, and my appetite is less. I'm not really eating any bread. I made a loaf the other day. It tasted bloody horrible. There's something happened in it. I'm not really eating bread. I'm drinking a lot more water. Got my water here, actually. I should have some.
Oh, yeah.
So I've gone down. I mean, it's going slowly, but I'm down. Let's have some water. Let's drink some water. Let's do this.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that's one of those things you have in an office, isn't it? A water cooler.
Yeah.
I've filled it up so much I've not even hit 9 o'clock yet.
I am walking a lot. I'm trying to get sort of a minimum of 5,000 steps in a day. Yesterday I got about 8,000. It's going all right. It's hovering pretty much on 15 stone. I would love to lose another 5-6 pounds, but I'm going to be excited when I get that one that says 14 come up. So yeah, it's going really well. Thank you.
Good. I wonder if I could share something that's worked for me, but I appreciate it's my situation.
Please.
I struggle with portion sizes.
Yeah.
So like when I would cook, I wouldn't bother about weighing things out or measuring things out, but just like, oh, yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah.
And that would be my problem. So what I did was and I'm not going to promote them, but I've signed up for one of the ones that send you boxes of things.
Uh-huh.
And I was very skeptical, but I got a free offer, so I thought, why not? And I have to say, what I found really good is that, all right, I still have to cook the meal, which is difficult, but they give you the right amount for you. So I get 2 portions in every meal, which means one for the meal I'm having, one for the freezer. So I just cook it and then halve it and put it away.
I choose, I guess I can't. I choose not to halve it. I can't. Halving things to me sounds impossible.
I found it easier because I've got room in the freezer, and I'm like, okay, because I don't do it every week, so I get like a box every other week. So like 1 week I cook the meals that are in the box. The second week I have the frozen stuff from the week before.
Okay.
And it's working in the sense that I feel like I'm eating less, eating better. I'm eating new things that I never would have had before. I've started cooking with like shallots and things like that, and all kind of different sauces.
Well, surely you should be. If you're trying to lose weight, Gary, shouldn't you be cooking with shallots? That's not bad, right?
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's almost as good as Jimbo's towing thing earlier.
Okay. Well, I thought that was offensive.
Well, also, as someone who's got no big toes, I was a bit. But yeah, I'm just saying it's working. I don't know whether it's going to work forever, but at the moment it's helping me because that's my biggest.
Shafua. You should have had that.
Yeah.
You should have had that.
I didn't want.
Thank you,
to
Joe.
be honest, I didn't want to encourage that line.
Joe wasn't shaming me; she was shaming you, Catherine, and I approve of that. I approve of that.
I'm assuming Cass a little bit behind because of the COVID. Let her off, all right? Come on.
I was being kind. I'm trying to be kinder and quieter. and awake.
And pleasant.
There's a lot of things I'm trying to do at the moment.
For me, it's snacking is a big thing. Bread is a big thing. I'm reading. I'll go and get the book in a minute because I'll go and get it. It just because the whole first chapter is him talking about toast. He wakes up and he wants toast, so he puts 4 slices in the toaster. While he's waiting, he butters a slice of bread, and then he takes the first 2 out before they're done, so he can have them. And that really made me think, shit, I live on toast, you know. So for me, Visionary, thank you for the sub. So for me, it's primarily snacking and not waiting to be full. I'll keep eating until I get till it hurts.
Okay.
So I need to slow down. I need to eat, leave it a bit. Am I full? Oh, yeah, I probably am. And the other day I ate a little bit too much, so I went out for a slightly longer walk. Let me go and get that book because it's a really interesting book. We've had a new sub as well to pay, or an upgrade. We've had an upgrade.
Nice.
In a minute. Nice.
Yeah, he's been telling me about this book.
Yeah. Has he been between me and you while he's off getting this book? Has it been all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Both of us have been a bit weird with this Omicron thing.
Yeah,
I really gave into it yesterday. Really gave into it. Felt dreadful. Didn't want to get out of bed. That's not like me. But after a certain point, you go, right, I've got to crack on. This isn't getting anything done, is it?
Yeah. I'm having a day like that. I'm doing my filing at the moment, so I'm cracking on with things I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Whilst listening to this excellent broadcast.
Well, that's one positive.
Plug.
I just need to change one thing while I. Oh my!
Can I? No offense, but can I go so I can see the book because I know I can't see it?
Yes, you can go.
Au revoir.
Tutty bye.
Goodbye.
Don't speak French to me. I will not have French spoken to me. So I just need to change one thing. I don't really know. Where's my? Is it that? Which is it? Which are you? You're that. Hang on. Bear with me, please.
They're bearing. Some of them are really should be.
Why can't I change the date on that? Ended 3 days ago. No, you didn't. Group, duplicate. Here we go.
Is it happening?
No. What? I just want to change the. There we go. Got
Good
it.
morning to you. Happy New Year to you, hippo.
There we go. Got it. Right. Okay. So very quickly, we've had an upgrade on the Patreon. If we could get 2 more Patreons, I'd be thrilled. So Dog Walking Dude has just gone up to £20. Dog Walking Dude, I look forward to seeing you in the Zoom meeting we're going to have this month and at the private show that we're going to have just for the £20.
Private dancers.
There'll be none of that. Visionary Soup, thank you for the sub. Got ads, so annoying. Mandula, welcome back. Okay, so this is the book. The Hungry Years, Confessions of a Food Addict by William Leith. I've read it before. I had it for years. I read it before. And the front page, it's got our friend John Ronson, and he is actually our friend. We've been to his apartment when he lived in New York. This hilarious, self-lacerating memoir of a compulsive eater is a superb book. It's quite old. I seem to think 2005. 2006. The fattest day of my life. I wake up on the fattest day of my life, 20th of January 2003. I'm just over 6 feet tall and weigh how much? I step on the scale and step off it very quickly to limit the damage. 236 pounds at best. My bathroom floor slopes slightly and I've positioned the scale to carefully ensure the smallest possible reading. 236 pounds, waist size 36. This is how I feel, lightheaded, shaky, with a raw sensation, almost a pain just below my ribs. I can feel the acid wash of heartburn in my gullet and the gurgle of juices in my guts. Hunger. Hunger is the loudest voice in my head. I'm hungry most of the time. I also feel bloated most of the time. I'm always too empty and yet too full. I'm always too full and yet too empty.
Bed. Last
Last night, I ate 3 platefuls of mash and gravy. I also had chicken and vegetables. I can barely remember the chicken or vegetables. It's such a good book. Such a good book. And he talks about, being addicted to McDonald's and all of this stuff and eating even though he's not hungry. And Sarah Seabass, thank you for the £5. Thank you. A key ring for the car. Thank you. Oh, whoa. Hang on a minute.
Did something happen?
What is going on today? You guys is the bestest guys in the whole goddamn world. We just got another upgrade. Get ready to ring your bell, Catherine. Get ready to ring the bell. Beastie Boy, see you in the £20 meeting. See you in the £20 meeting. What's it called? It's called The Hungry Years, Confessions of a Food Addict by William Leith. I read it years ago. Bits of it are quite familiar to me. But it's great. It's a really, really good book. And it's not a diet book at all. He goes and interviews Atkins. It's not a diet book at all. It's just him talking about his relationship, his, dysfunctional relationship with food. And I found it very interesting. I found it very inspiring. And it will be private banter, Beastie Boy. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So, what's this? Look, someone's trying to offer me a show for radio anyway. No more offers of shows, guys.
Bless him.
No more offers of shows. I will write back an email.
You can't blame him for trying.
Can't blame him.
I've been speaking to a lot of people in the industry now who are feeling very insecure.
Well, someone who's very famous, who recently lost their job, got in touch to ask about it. Then when they realised there was no money and no listeners, he went, oh, okay. He never replied, actually, which I thought was a little bit rude. 0203 286 6370 is a little bit, isn't it? After...
People going through stuff, aren't they?
0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. So we are free this morning. We are going to be free. Are we doing? We're doing Thursday evening this week. Free Thursday evening and then free Friday evening. Hope that's cool with you. 666s and above, you will get full audio podcasts.
You'd be in bed.
Alistair, £10 cards, TLNA big up. I don't quite know what that means, but thank you very much indeed. The $4.99s plus VAT, you will get the 45-minute best of, which I know a lot of people prefer because they're easier to digest. And then next week, we'll start doing some stuff behind the paywall. Emsalot just bought the audiobook. Ooh. Oh, no, you bought that as the audiobook, not ours. Okay, that's fine. And
we're having a sale as well, 20% off.
Oh God, yeah. ianandcatherine.com/shop, 20% off everything apart from Scott stuff. So if it's clothes and stuff like that comes from balcony shirts, we can't put a discount on it. It's too tricky. But everything else, if you want to get like a little video from me or Catherine or both of us, if the audio book, the Luton show, the an hour's mentoring with me, if you want to have an hour of podcast or radio coaching from me and Catherine, all of that stuff, 20% off for the month of January.
Have a look. Sarah Seabass is asking what the audiobook is.
It's the funniest thing we've ever done.
Basically, when we were at Talk Radio, someone tried to complain about us, and they failed because what we'd done wasn't against
we were indestructible.
Ofcom. But what happened was that Ofcom sent us a transcript of the conversation, and it was freaking hilarious.
It made me laugh so much. This guy calling this guy a sex offender. Why are you calling me a sex offender? Because you sound like one.
Well, he'd said he was in your garden looking through your back windows. I mean, so case closed. Anyway, so what happened after that was we got people to suggest their favourite conversations that we'd had on that particular show, and people did the transcripts. And we compiled them all together, and the audiobook is us reading them out. And there are voices.
Oh, it's funny. So that is, I think it's the funniest thing done. 20% off all month of January. January sale. And then next month, 2 new things are coming up. The membership cards are coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Membership cards are coming back. And also we're going to do a nice little audio bundle where all of the audio stuff we've got there you can get along with, we're going to put the audio of the Brighton show up as part of this audio bundle.
The cursed show. And
it's only going to be for sale for a limited time. So that is happening. So ianandcatherine.com/shop, January sales. I tell you what is funny is I can see that Anonymous has rang 28 times.
Well, that's good because he's clearly not bothered.
I look forward to him calling tonight. There's Anonymous is this guy that would phone up the Radio Anywhere show. See you tonight at 10 o'clock if you're interested, dear listener. And was just really obnoxious. And because I didn't like a joke that he told that was about violence towards women, it obviously upset him. He also used to be the ambulance guy, and I'd kind of I was fascinated to see how these two parallel things, where it would go. Fascinated to see where it would go. And it went into him being a tosser. And so we've blocked anonymous phone calls now because he would always phone in anonymous. If he called in with his number, I'd have a conversation with him. But And so what he does is he now sets up loads of like Twitter accounts, and mainly to call me out for how I spoke to Rainbow George. And it's weird, but it's fascinating. It's weird though, but we don't answer anonymous calls anymore. We don't see them. Occasionally there's a glitch and they might pop up, but generally we don't see anonymous calls anymore. So, but we'll see tonight. He'll call in tonight on the Ian Lee Pointless phone in at 10 o'clock.
He can't help himself.
Noel says, "Welcome to the 2020 season 3. Current task: survive Omicron." It's 2022, isn't it?
It's season 3 of 2022.
Oh, it's season 3 of 2020. Oh, I've got you. I got you, buddy. I gotcha. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. If you're new here, by the way, there's nearly 300 of you.
Gosh.
You can call in about absolutely anything you want to call in about. You can call in about absolutely anything you want to call in about. Oh, that's an old thing. And the same with the radio show. It's interesting. We get more calls on the radio show because people prefer radio show. People, in terms of, people prefer to watch this like it's entertainment and be passive. People prefer to be involved with the radio show.
And that's the thing. People know the drill with a late night radio
Yes.
show, and I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Remember when we used to start at a new place and they may have had new people doing phone-ins, and they'd say, "How do you get it to work?" And it's like, you've got to kind of train the caller to know what to expect and to know what you're asking and to trust you when they get on. Well, fortunately, we've got a really lovely base of people who get it. And also, obviously, Ian knows what he's doing when he does a late night phone-in.
Professional.
And so people enjoy it. And I love listening. I love being on the other side of things and not having...
Whoa, Gatford!
What are you doing, mate?
Gatford! Thank you, buddy. That's very, very kind.
I love being able to be at home and listening because I miss radio like that. I really do.
Thank you
what was
for the sub,
Bezic
Michael.
like last night?
He was trying to be too funny. He was being like all jolly and talking about old kids' TV shows and being funny and stuff. And I didn't like it. Didn't like it.
We like him grumpy.
Can I just say as well, thank you to Matty, who the radio station, which is I guess has been going maybe 8 weeks, I don't know, would not have sounded as busy and as produced and as full if it hadn't been for Matty. If it had just been me, it would have been my show, the other shows and music. And he spent so much time programming and putting loads of stuff in there. And, he's done an amazing job. And I also need to ask him to take some advertisers off of the website and put another advertiser up, because I can't remember how to do it. But Matty has been brilliant. And if you've listened to anything that wasn't my show, Matty would have put it there. Mm. And that's the reason, Roscoe, thank you for the sub. If you listen to anything that that wasn't my show, then you have to thank Matty for that, because he put it there. Matty?
Used to be in bed.
Paul Jubaika, £5. Thank you for the party popper mess. We got told off about the party poppers at the show in Luton. We got told off by
a little bit.
Yeah, we did. Satchmo, thank you for the gifted sub. So everyone, I want everyone in the chat now to big up Matty, because
he needs it.
He's going to be, unemployed. He wasn't paid anyway, but in 4 weeks' time, he's going to have a lot of time on his hands. And also, he built all of our websites as well. So if you need a website building, go and see him.
The man requires some bigging up, and I know that you're the people to give it.
Up that
He's
piece.
so good.
Oh, trash.
There we are.
The Alex family's in the house. Big up, Matty. Thank you for the sub. 15 months, you have a life. Anyone over 20 months, we are warning them that they should probably get a life.
Well.
Hope you're well, Alex.
And thanking them.
0203 286 6370 is the phone number. This is kind of the longest I've been focused on something for a while, and I'm getting a headache. I'm feeling very tired.
Yeah, not good.
But I'm feeling all right. I think...
Glug?
I think we should have Paddington Greenington.
Oh, yeah, do you fancy a bit of that?
Is Izzy in the house? I don't know if Izzy was. She was earlier.
I don't know whether it's fair to ask. I mean,
Alex is shit scared of January, but playing through thanks. What's happening in January? I'm getting a vasectomy in February. I might be getting a toe removed in January. A toenail.
Let's hope they don't mix them up.
Oh my God! Izzy's not here. This is disappointing news.
Okay, but I don't think it's fair to ask Izzy where
I
we
do
were.
think it is fair to
because
ask
she's
her.
had she's had quite a few sleeps in between. She won't remember.
Alex says, I just don't like it. I'm scared of beginnings. I'm scared of endings. Is my thing.
It's, well, then here's how you got to look at it. It's just the next day. It's all groovy.
By the way, Gatford donated £50. What is that for? Both Catherine and I, my car is miles away, parked outside a garage that doesn't know I've left it there. They don't open until tomorrow. And I looked at their website. They're fully booked up for ages. And I've left my keys in a petrol station. Kath's having huge trouble. So this month, we normally put for the month, donate, tip, show you all of that stuff. And we just thought, Izzy says, give me a couple of minutes. She's going to look at her we just thought, do you know what? Let's be honest about what the money would be doing this month. It would be going towards fixing our cars.
Yeah.
That's we might as well be transparent about it. It's going towards fixing our cars. The 600 quid split between us ain't going to even touch the sides, but
it will help.
It would be really, 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 really helpful. So if you do donate, ! Donate, it gets split 50-50, and this month it's going towards cars.
So tomorrow, my youngest has got to go to school to be tested and then come home to do lessons from home for the day.
Yep.
Meanwhile, today, my eldest has to test, and then she goes to school tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, they test them at school, and they're masked up the whole time. And both of them gutted about the mask situation.
If she wants, I've got some of the lateral flows I did when I had COVID. I'm happy to sell those for £5
She's already
each.
had it. They both already had it. And at one point, they were saying if you've already had it, you don't need to test on the Tuesday. You can just stay at home. It's for my youngest. But now they're saying they wanted to test anyway.
Okay, let me put forward this. Let me say this. Okay, I'm just saying it. Thought experiment. An argument game. For most people, COVID isn't that bad. Only a tiny percentage of people die. Most people, it's nothing worse than a bad cold or the flu. Should we be locking down? We're going to go into a lockdown soon. Should we be locking down? Should we be that bothered about? Should we risk the financial security of the country for something that only kills a few people?
The counter argument to that would be, isn't the measure of a society how well it looks after the tiny minority?
Is society looking after the minority if it allows people to fall into financial difficulty and bankrupts the country?
This is it. This is it.
At the moment, I'm still in favour of lockdowns and blah, 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 blah. Wearing a mask and washing my hands is absolutely no trouble to me. I can do that. It's not a problem. But, as he says, Notebook says Paddington Green episode 11 should be the next. Alex says, should we look for the light at the end of the tunnel or just put up some nice pictures and lay some rugs in the tunnel? Put some bunk beds in the tunnel. I'm there. I'm certainly not an anti-vaxxer. I'm very pro-vaccine. But I don't know. I don't know. Remember we were told Omicron was really bad, and then we were told actually Omicron's not that bad. I don't know.
I mean, it's still killing people.
Tiny percentage. Julia's got it at the moment, has she?
Oh.
Unlucky. Interesting.
Hasn't she had it before?
No, I think she started doing the show from her house very early because she had a cough. I don't think she had it. I might be wrong. And so that I'm genuinely kicking these questions around because we're allowed to kick questions and ideas around in our head, and this is not Twitter where you have to have a point of view and you have to stick to it. This is life where we can talk about stuff, and as we approach nearly 2 years of on and off lockdown, I am asking myself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And that's partly fueled by the fact I had COVID and it wasn't that bad for me. A lot of people I've spoken to have had COVID, they didn't have any symptoms. I know a couple of people that have been very ill. Scott was very ill. Groggy Boggy has got long COVID. But then my mum had it, 71 years old, immunocompromised in a care home. She was ill for 2 days, and then she was fine.
Yeah.
What?
But we also know people who've died.
What's that hiss?
Yeah, right. That
Hang
just
on.
kicked
Is
into
it-
me as well. Is it?
It's not that. Hang on. Don't do anything. I think it's my mic.
This one?
No, it's mine. But then the hiss, there's still a hiss. What is that? Can you hear a hiss? I can see the hiss, look.
Oh, yeah, look at it.
What is that? Oh, well, there's nothing we can do. So that's Uzalim says, my partner's vulnerable, not being able to be vaccinated, so we've basically been in March 2020 the whole time. COVID has to be really low for us to join in anything. I understand the need for everyone to crack on with things. It leaves a lot of people behind. Yeah. By the way, I'm not saying these are what my thoughts are. I am having this discussion with myself in my head. That is awful, that situation. Why should everyone else suffer because of that? Is the question in this thought game that I'm playing. I'm not necessarily, again, saying this is my argument. It's a thought game that you're not allowed to do anymore. You're allowed to do thought games here guys. Why should everyone else suffer? For a tiny minority is the thing.
Here's the thing. A large number of people living in this country have no faith that those above us know what they're doing or care enough to be able to have a proper plan that isn't really about serving themselves. And that's why we're all kind of floundering, thinking, well, what's the right thing to do? What isn't? Because we've been given mixed messages from the start on this one. It shouldn't be about everyone, quote unquote, doing their own research. We should know where we are as a country. We should know we're all pulling in the same direction. And unfortunately, at this point, we bloody don't, do we?
I was listening to a thing last night when I couldn't sleep, scientists saying now, because they put the, what was it, 10 days you had to, no, 14 days, then it went to 10,
Yeah.
and now they're saying actually you might be infectious for 2 days before and 3 days after. So 5 days. Jimbo's here. Jimbo's shaking his head.
Yeah, well, the CDC in America are recommending the 5-day thing, and that's been rejected because there's people who are infectious 12 days after. So test and release is okay, but provided people are doing their lateral flows correctly. But yeah, just the strict 5 days is ridiculous because that's just another way to spread it.
You got your doctorate from where? I'm really enjoying being the arsehole. And you got your doctorate from where, please?
You're very.
Oh,
good
you
at
don't
it.
have one. Why should I listen to you? Goodbye. Next.
You don't need a doctorate. I mean, look, this is a game of maths. This is a game of maths, and every single additional infection is an opportunity for us to have another variant. They're already talking about pi being the next one.
Pi.
Yeah.
Oh, is it all Greek letter? No,
It's all
pi's
Greek
not
letters.
Pi's not a Greek letter.
Yeah,
is
it literally is. Yeah, it's
Is
the
it?
one that looks like a horse. The number pi. So, every single infection that we add to this, and the numbers are astronomical. We've got more people infected than ever, and bear in mind that those figures don't include reinfections. They are primary infections, not people who've had it before. So that's you've got to add on all those people who are getting Omicron because it's the most reinfectious version of it we've had. And every single one of those is a chance for it to change and mutate again and maybe get more severe. So why should we be giving the virus every opportunity to definitely wipe us all out? Because it hits the jackpot and gets a lethal variant.
What's the answer then? This circuit breaker thing, will that do it?
You've got to break the chains of infection. You've got to do test and trace properly. You've got to fund people so that they don't go into work when they're sick. You've got to put proper support in place, like all those countries who've successfully virtually eradicated it did. Because firstly, what's a human life worth, and how are we going to compete in the world if everybody has got long COVID in our country?
Yeah.
I mean,
but everybody wouldn't get long COVID.
But the more infections you get, the more people that will have long COVID. So should we just let it circulate and increase the chances of everybody getting long COVID?
But again, I'm just playing a mind game, Jim. All right.
Put the number on it. How many long COVID?
No, but hang on. You said everybody. Hang on a minute. You said everybody.
Percentage?
You said everybody would get long COVID. Everybody.
Okay. You increase the chances of everybody getting long COVID.
Well, you increase the chances of everybody getting run over by a bus, but not everybody's going to get long COVID.
You don't increase the chances of everybody getting run over by a bus through
if you go out by going out, but not everybody is going to get long COVID.
You can see a bus coming. You can't see Omicron hanging in
the air. Not everybody's going to get long COVID.
You increase again. I'm being very careful with my words.
You said you increase the chance of everybody getting long COVID. There's a chance everybody's going to get long COVID, but not everybody is going to get long COVID.
We can argue the semantics over what the phrase "you increase the chances" means. It means you increase the chances.
You say semantics, I say specifics, because all we have is our language, so we have to be specific.
Okay. More people will have long COVID if you allow the virus to circulate freely, which is what we're currently doing.
Okay. More people stand
That's
a chance.
No,
it's not a fact. More people stand a chance of getting long COVID. And what number will get long? What, 5 more? 1 million more? What is the number? Because just saying more people will get it,
it's proportionate.
More people will get it. More people will get it. Doesn't mean anything.
A percentage of whatever the total number is will get long COVID.
A percentage doesn't mean anything. Give me a number. Well, it doesn't give me a number in that percentage.
Well, what's your acceptable number?
I've not brought numbers into it. You've said a percentage.
Mine is no more. Mine is. Let's have nobody else who's got long COVID.
You've said a percentage will get it. Well, what is that percentage? 0.1, 100.
More people to have long COVID. That's what I'm getting.
But what is the percentage?
I'm saying that my acceptable percentage is no more than what it currently is.
No. But that's not what I'm asking. You've said a percentage of people will get long COVID. But what is that percentage? Because that's at the moment that's meaningless.
We know. Look, I said earlier in the chat.
So you don't have a percentage.
My parents have got a version of long COVID because their diabetes and blood pressure medicine.
Okay, but you don't have. But to go back to your point, you don't have a percentage. But to go back to your point, you don't have a percentage.
Go and have a look at the COVID-19 dashboard if you need a number, Ian.
No. You brought it up. I'm just focusing on this thing. You said
you haven't brought any data into the argument.
You don't need data. You've said a percentage. You've said a percentage of people will get long COVID, but the phrase "a percentage" that's meaningless.
But if it's more than 0. Is that acceptable?
It's a percentage, yeah, but was it 0.1 or is it 100? Those two things are wildly different. You said a percentage, but saying a percentage is meaningless.
It's only half of the equation, right?
So now we've got another percentage. Now we've got 50%. What is going on?
No, we've got
what percentage? What percentage of the public will get long COVID?
We have a total number of people who will have been infected.
Just answer the question. What percentage of the population will get long COVID? Because that's what you said.
I said the chances of everybody getting long COVID is increased by allowing the virus to circulate. That's what I said.
You said a percentage of people will get long COVID. That's what you said. You may have said the other thing as well, but you said a percentage of people will get long COVID. But...
And we can get hung up on one sentence if we like.
Well, no, it's quite an important sentence. You've said a percentage of people will get long COVID, but you've not been able to give me what you've not. Well, it is a fact. It is a fact, but you've not given me what that percentage is. Well, the percentage does matter. Jim, the percentage does matter because if it's 0.01 or it's 100%, then that varies wildly on what we could do about it.
If it's 100% of 1 or 0.01 of a million, that changes the overall.
Well, I'm assuming when you said the percentage of the I'm assuming when you said the percentage of the population, you meant the 65 million people that live in this country. That's what I'm assuming the population meant. We've still not got.
I meant the percentage of the people who got COVID because they can't have.
Well, you said that we'd all get COVID. You said we'd all get COVID.
If we allow it to freely circulate and nobody and just let it run through the entire population will get it, won't they?
I don't know. Will they?
Yeah.
Okay, but we still don't know what percentage will get long COVID. If it's 0.1%, there is an argument that, oh well, if it's 100%, well then the argument is completely different.
But every single one of those people, if they don't currently have underlying conditions, all of a sudden they become, in the eyes of our government, who are all about the economy, and by the way, that's a massive trick because they continue to pump a load of money into businesses, but don't support the people like other places have done.
They don't give a shit about you.
Exactly. They're just worried about their stocks and shares and their mates that their landlord down the road who all of a sudden is supplying glass vials for the vaccine when they've never had any medical provision of it's all. Stop following these bloody Ayn Rand idiots who are in charge, the fanboys of Rishi Sunak and Sajid Javid, who are both massive Ayn Rand fans, who believe in exceptionalism and individualism. They don't give a shit about us. They're just worried about their share portfolio.
Oh, I agree with that. I don't know who Ayn Rand is. By the way, everyone, if you've just joined in, we're just kicking around ideas, by the way. This is not necessarily what I believe by quite a long way, but I'm enjoying the argument.
Yeah,
it's a good sport. How are you doing, man? I've not spoken to you for ages.
I'm all right. All right.
Well, okay. Do you want to send me a text later?
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy to talk about it on here.
Oh, well, if you're happy, go on then. What's going on?
Well, I've been off work for 6 weeks now. And I think I called it about that before. But, mixed anxiety and depressive disorder. So I'm on the sertraline. I've joined the Aileen crew. And it had an almost instant effect, which I know it's not supposed to. But what my counsellor suggested was my brain was in that desperate need of something that it's just sopped it all up. And what was quite a chaotic place in my brain has become very calm. Which is unnerving in a different way because I'm so used to it being frenetic.
Yeah, of course.
It's the motivation for things has diminished somewhat, and I quite often find myself doing nothing. Which again,
that's an interesting side effect of some antidepressants that I hadn't considered. That it's like. I don't know what to do. That there's a lack of motivation.
I remember you being like that on some things.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
when you said,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care about anything. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. I was.
And so it got you, away from that dangerous place of caring too much about stuff, but put you in a actually quite dangerous place of not giving a shit.
Yeah. So that's where you are.
I haven't quite reached that point. Like,
Okay.
I can still feel some emotions. I was really worried about just being absolutely flattened, and no highs, no lows. And still finding bits of joy. It takes a lot, but still finding bits of joy and stuff. And getting sad about things. So it's not. I haven't been squashed completely by the chemicals, but. The counselling is really helping as well. I found somebody who offers EMDR and variations of that, as well as sort of traditional counselling. We've been using different stuff. I used to really struggle with. I'd have visualizations of body trauma. Like I'd visualize myself having a compound fracture of my leg or whatever. And found it quite debilitating. And it's one of the reasons I'm as big as I am, because I just find it difficult exercising because the fear of being injured and being crippled is what was in my head. And we used something called the flash technique, which is like bilateral stimulation. I had to sort of tap my knees with my eyes closed, talk about something, then every so often blink my eyes. And we did that for about 20 minutes and it's gone. The whole visualization thing has gone.
Wow.
It is crazy, like magic. So we've got a couple of other things we want to work on. And she's going to call me tomorrow and check in. and arrange the next appointment. So, and then I think I'm due back at work on Monday next week.
How are you feeling about that?
Anxious. The job I've been doing temporarily since September 2020 has been advertised permanently, and I'm not applying because we're moving, so can't do it remotely. And I'm preferred candidate for another job that I did apply for. I'm just waiting to hear from HR about what the pay and conditions are. So
HR puff and stuff. Hang in there, man.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
And by the way, I really enjoyed that argument with you.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, man. Speak to you later on.
I really enjoyed saying I'm choosing my words carefully.
Yeah, I know you did. I can see that.
There were a couple of times when you misquoted what you'd said previously in the argument, but that's fine. Goodbye. We've got. I want to. You can ring my bell, Catherine.
Can I? Why?
You can ring it for James Littleton and Mark Curry, who are our newest Patreon.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome. What is Patreon? Patreon is how we can afford to do these shows, how we can afford to run radio anywhere. You sign up, you put the different tiers, basically. You pick a tier that suits what you want to get out of it and your financial means. And for that month, you get all of the stuff in that tier. It's $4.99 plus VAT. Every time we do a show, a TLNA show, you get a 45-minute best of podcast. From next week, we're going to be doing 2 shows a week. $6.66 plus VAT. You get the 45-minute podcast. You also get the full show podcast, and you get the links to come to our private chat, and you get access to hundreds of hours of video and podcasts. You might want to go up to £10 a month. Doesn't give you anything extra. It just makes you feel warm inside. £20 a month. You get all of the stuff we've mentioned, plus you're going to get a private show this month, another extra podcast, and you get invited to a private Zoom meeting with me, Catherine, and all the other 20-pounders. So,
and when you say meeting, it sounds awfully dry. It's just us hanging out and having a laugh, really.
It's not a show. It's not anything. You can ask us stuff. It's like a Q&A, but not even that.
But those guys often get the inside tracks on things, don't
they do. They do. We're going in. The camera really likes my fireplace. I think we're in.
Jenna says, thankfully, Jimbo has had his one argument for the day, and it wasn't with me because I can't be asked.
I think were we told episode 11?
Yes.
Izzy. Paul Twisty says the £20 Zoom meetings are lovely. By the way, Twisty's going to be doing a show on radio anyway. You can buy a show. If you want to do a show for an hour, I can't remember how much it is, but if you record a show for an hour, it doesn't have to be exactly an hour, it can be a little bit more if you want. It will get played 5 times in a week. One of them will be after my show, which is when most people kind of stick around. Another time will be at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday, and then we'll put it through some of the schedules, and I will tweet about it and promote it. So if you go to radioanywhere.live, look at the merch there, you can buy a show. Twisty's going to do a show, and I cannot wait to hear it. Episode 11. Now, I've texted Claudia, because we're getting close to the end. We've got 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we've got, I think, maybe the first 3 of series 2. We need Claudia to
assist us,
to buck up her ideas and get us.
Also, it'd be lovely to speak to her again.
Harsh is correct as well. If you go the £20, if you want to go up to £35 a month for those that just want to give a little bit more.
Also, big up to Harsh. He's a brilliant accountant. He's been helping us out with our finances. If you want an accountant, this is your fella.
You told me he messed up the other day.
No. No,
joking.
It's fine.
Harsh is brilliant, actually. He is superb, and I thoroughly recommend him as an accountant. DM him. And also, ring that bell, Catherine. John Bat is patron number 8 today.
Welcome.
Final boring bit of business. If you have been a patron, just check your payment has gone through, because I can see about 25 that haven't gone through. Unfortunately, I can't see who they are. But I can see about 25 payments that haven't gone through. Maybe your card expired. Maybe there's a glitch with Patreon. That does happen quite a bit. So just have a little look. Just have a lovely little look. Right.
Twisty's now plugging his show. Do listen to my show, Radio Nowhere, coming to Radio Anywhere soon. If you like indie pop, pop punk, power pop, and similar, you might dig it.
I'm very excited, Twisty. No rush. And even if it happens after the end of the month, it will still get played. That offer will still be going. People can buy an hour, and I will tweet about it. That will go on after January. So please, please, please don't feel any rush.
Sounds good.
Here we go. Oh, I've missed this. Sexy sax. Oh, I've missed this so much. Drugs by Lock Up. Polystyrene Cup, Kid on a Swing.
Tonight's a private party, and then tomorrow we're open.
This is Rain Restaurant. Where my sister's eaten.
We've been waiting for this restaurant to open for about 3 years.
So Krog says, I upgraded a couple of days ago. Guess I get charged next month. You get charged for the upgrade when you do it. So if you were to upgrade, say you were to upgrade on the 30th of the month, you'd get charged for that upgrade, and then you get charged on the 1st. That's why we always tell people to kind of sign up 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Yeah. Jenna, thank you for the gifted sub. Yeah.
Well,
TOS.
Hopefully we're going to do the full Monday.
You can hear my neighbour making love.
He's new.
Sorry, he can hear his neighbour making.
Well, hopefully we're going to do the full Monday.
You can hear my neighbour making love, and which is quite entertaining.
We got a new character. Oh, I love this show so much. You don't know what torture it is to not watch this. I hope his neighbour isn't the grapefruit lady, says Sofa Bum.
Oh,
Jenna,
God, I think everyone will be able to hear that.
You don't know how difficult it is for me not to watch this and take your pick. You probably don't care if I watch Take Your Pick, but...
But don't you dare watch Paddington Green without me. I will consider that a bit
For Paddington bus conductor Danny, football is more than just a game.
It's coming home.
Did you see what someone was doing?
Yes, I did.
This is the hand gesture that when I pulled into a wrong lane in a white van, my son said, "Why? Look at that! That man was so angry. He was doing that. He wasn't. He was doing this." And you'll see a guy here doing it. Look, this guy.
It's coming.
Just turn the volume down. I don't want to get done for.
Just one more win to take.
I don't want to get done for having bloody 3 lions. Oh, jeez. Oh, we get it. It's a football. It's football, and they're singing a football song. Oh.
Still singing it.
What's he doing?
It's Justin
still singing it. Football goes coming home. Okay, still doing it.
All right,
oh, God, we get it.
Come on, guys.
We get it.
The thing is, right, you sing it all the time. It never
planning to
does.
celebrate in style.
This is like, it's like end of season.
Right,
I am going to be a bit careful about nudity.
Yeah, because there might
We've
be a
won the
problem.
league. We've got a club already. It's going to be good. We're going to have a good laugh. It's going to be a big knees up.
But on the day of the dance, barely 20 tickets have been sold.
Oh, no, matey!
I believe the sound effect for that is...
It's Danny's day off, and he's making a last-ditch attempt to find some more takers.
You come to our Christmas dance? No, our football dance.
We get the name right. I love those kind of diamond things that you get in cafes or canteens. Canteens.
It's £3 for members and £5 at the door. It starts at 8, finish about 2:30. It should be good. Oh, then I'm going to try a little thing to sell these tickets.
I'll give my donation kindly behind the screen.
I just cut off there. He's going to go behind. Hutch, you can give it to me now, mate. Even I got to pay. Everyone.
Are canteens still a thing? Yeah, where would you see a canteen these days?
Hospital?
Yeah, you're right. Hospital canteen. Yeah, give you that. You're in.
No, man, you're supposed to give me a free ticket.
Interestingly, we showed it yesterday to an architect.
Estate agent, like it, we're in.
In the heart of Paddington, Neil is...
Prison and schools. Canteens.
Prison.
And schools. Canteens.
Used to selling the unsellable.
Surely factory. Big factory. There was a BBC canteen, wasn't there? In London.
Yeah, Michael says museums. I immediately go to the Science Museum.
It's a cafe, right?
Well, there's 2. There's one upstairs, which is a cafe. The one downstairs, could that be classed as a canteen? Yes, canteens can work in canteens. Canteens work in canteens.
Yeah,
yes,
I did.
leave the door open because we have a slight problem smelly socks.
Okay, can we look at the next place, please?
He runs his own letting agency with 40 flats on its books.
Very good sized bedroom.
There's the socks. Why are they still smelling? Why is he heating up?
Because I think he's just drying them from the sweat.
Yes. It'd be huge.
What is this?
Back of the building is very light. But I didn't know what you could do with this.
I do.
Did you miss this cupboard?
I don't know what you could do with this. I do.
Oh, God.
Today, Neil is looking for someone to share his own home. Since his last flatmate left, he's had big overheads to meet. Danny can't get anyone to part with their money.
Do you want a ticket? No? All right, no.
Do you want a ticket?
I mean, he was very convincing there, wasn't he?
Do you want a ticket? No. Okay, then.
Put £5 on there.
Sloop says, 2 weeks until I start working in Paddington Green. I will find that wig shop. I mean, it'll be long gone, but if you can find the address and take a picture of what it is now, I'm betting a Costa.
No.
Before they're done, we give you $3.
I don't know.
With few tickets sold, team solidarity is beginning to crumble.
Well, don't let me down though, Danny. You've got to be there early. 7:30, you've got to be there.
So what, it's all resting on me?
Me and Chris.
I don't know Danny very well, but I've seen him a few times on this, and there's no way he's going to be on time. No way in
Roscoe
hell.
said those socks are where COVID came from.
I've put in a lot more than anybody else on this.
No, I've put in a lot, mate.
Yeah.
I put in a lot of my own time.
7:30, I want all the football team to be there.
So it's all down to me.
Well, we trust you. Man of honour. He's gone. See, look, he's upsetting that. He says he's going to do something, and he always turns up about 4 hours late.
Oh, white jeans.
All over now.
Or a very, very, very pale blue.
Oh, well, it's going to be a better time than last year, because last year we ended about 7 people at this stuff.
We got 20 this time, so that's 13 more. It's 13 better.
So I've sold 6 tickets, so I guarantee it's going to be more people than last year. So.
He held the door open then for the camera crew to come through.
Yeah, and they're going like, no, you got to pretend.
So I guarantee it's going to be more people than last year. So.
By the way, you can call us while we're watching this. You can call us any point, and we will pause this and have a chat. 0203 286 6370, and you can Skype us anywhere in the world. Just look up TLNA. 0203 286 6370. TLNA. And that's also the details to call tonight, 10 o'clock, the Ian Lee Pointless phone in on Radio Anywhere. Go and down. Why are you watching this now? If you go to your app store, Google or Apple, look for Radio Anywhere. It's the logo, RA. Download that, and you can listen to the show on your phone tonight at 10 o'clock.
Across Paddington, the area's newest restaurant owner is also hoping for a good turnout as he prepares to open for the first time. Samir's been planning this night for
that layout.
Yeah.
2 years. The stresses of the last 3 months are still fresh in his mind. Today, 3 weeks behind schedule, the work is finished. Fresh in his mind. Today,
Why is that red?
What?
Fresh in
It's got
his
a red
mind.
stripe on it.
Today,
It's got a red stripe.
Okay.
3 weeks behind schedule, the
Okay,
work is
all right.
finished. But some people are never happy.
I need to be working, but it's a cold, and I hate. Tonight's a private party, and then tomorrow we're open. Unfortunately, I can't. But you're invited to the next party, though, which is happening in about a week.
Party.
Party.
Tonight's opening is to a discerning group of customers, London's food critics.
Who's that?
Some.
Wow, okay. Some prick is coming to your party next
Is
week.
it prick, he said? I thought it was...
I think it might have been prick.
I thought it was C.
No.
I thought it was C. Is he saying the C or the P? So after this, don't type the words. Type C or P.
Food critics.
Who's that?
Some.
I think it ended with a T.
Wow, it did, didn't
That
it?
ended with a T.
Gosh, I think that was uncalled for.
Some.
Yeah, I think Matty says C. Stu's only realised it's Ross Kemp doing the talkover. JKRX says C. Wow. Anyone thinking it's a P?
Or did the editor...
F, it's not an F.
Did the editor put a dink on the end so it sounded like a T?
I don't think you'd want to come. It's full of...
That watery wall really is C, says Dave. New to this says C. That watery wall really is something else.
Media, journalism, journalists, writers. It may not be your cup
Liam says cook. I think he said cook.
of tea. No problem. Turning people away.
Come on!
Chef Maurice has only had a day to refine his menu. Samir still hasn't quite worked out how to define it in the local...
Surely, no.
No.
First night you don't have the critics in. Third night you have the critics in. First couple of nights, because he's never cooked the meals in there. They don't know...
First
not
night.
first night.
First night, your mum.
Yeah. You can't have the critics the first night. As we know, we've read the review of it. It doesn't get... It gets a kind of mediocre review.
A lukewarm review.
Yeah.
Called guidebooks.
Description of restaurants, decor and ambience.
Shit.
I put rustic oriental.
Okay. What does that mean, my friend?
Rustic, I mean, there's Buddhas, but then there's the wall is painted like the sea.
Also, I don't think we use that word anymore.
What, Buddhas?
Oriental.
Oh, no, we don't. I had to tell Dirk Benedict off about that.
No.
He didn't get it. His son did. It was nice, Dirk Benedict, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He was really, really nice, the face man.
Specialities of the house.
Samir's parents put up half the money for the...
Well, you've got a choice of sitting on straight-backed, uncomfortable wedding chairs.
No, thanks.
Or amidst the cushions. I'm going there. Sorry, but no, boys, let Daddy sit there. Let Daddy sit there. I've got a bad back.
The restaurant. They're still in Hong
Those
Kong.
cushions are going to end up on the floor.
Yeah. Look at the cutlery. What is that? What even is
Isn't
that?
that a
That's
salad
spork.
server?
That's a spork. What is...
No, or is that not a shine on a spoon?
No. Oh, you know, because as we see the spoon on the other one, you could be
Decor
right.
and ambience.
All right.
I put rustic oriental.
Okay.
Specialities of the house.
Samir's parents put up
Samir, shouldn't we have thought of this before?
half the money for the restaurant.
The day before.
Speciality of the house. You're right, that is a fork.
They're still in Hong Kong.
But,
A spoon.
okay, but a spoon. But then what is that?
Choppies.
Choppies?
Chopsticks.
Okay, all right, I'm there.
But his brothers are rallied round for the final push.
Welcome to Rain.
Welcome to Rain. This is what Catherine, every time Catherine comes here, I open the door, I embrace her, say, welcome to Rain.
No, no kidding. Anders.
It's my brother.
Sorry.
I'm Samir's elder brother, but I'm not the eldest. Kaveen's the eldest. She's floating around somewhere there. I'm here for the event this evening. We haven't seen him for like 4 days. And we try not to talk to him. He's always had a temper.
A mile down the road, another young man is getting ready for his big night.
Okay, we've just got to be careful here because you know what Twitch is like.
CK's on, yeah. Calvin Klein's
Get a
like.
paddling pool though, that'd be fine.
Hopefully we're gonna do the full Monty, but knowing them guys.
Oh my god!
You do not want to see
They'll
this.
never see,
Oh my
they'll
god!
never see my CK's.
Oh my god!
How many people did you say were coming to that party?
Oh my god!
I think you might have to count a couple more.
Flipping heck, you are lucky. You are lucky you didn't see it. It's gone now. You are lucky you didn't see that. Outrageous.
I think I'm ready to roll now.
You don't want to see where he left his hat on.
Danny's
That
on
is
time,
quite the belt.
but none of his teammates have turned up.
Rocky, who should be doing this with me, he was slagging me off about me, like I'm not going to be here on time. And look at that, I'm the first one here. And Rocky's watching football in the garage.
Neil has advertised 3 times for someone to share his home. Each new message could be a potential flatmate, but what is he looking for?
Well, he's not looking for a collar on his jacket. Look at him, Beetle Paul.
That would be telly, wouldn't it? A gorgeous guy.
I knew it.
No. Oh no.
I knew it.
Yeah, we've all interviewed people and picked. You know.
I haven't.
Have you not? You never interviewed a flatmate?
No.
I've interviewed a flatmate.
What day is it today?
Yeah, you're right. So cheeky rascal, the 20-pounders get to see what we just saw when we're cleaning windows. Okay.
Female.
Female, no. I'd like a man because I would like to have sex with him.
Or at least think about it.
Come on, everyone. Hey, this is a message for Neil. It's Chris here. I'm just ringing with regard to the flat share. And
Chris here. Yeah, sexy Chris.
I'm Chris, and I don't mind showing my penis, and I'm a man with a penis.
Perhaps you could give me a ring. I'm very interested in it. All right, hope to speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, this is wrong.
He's found his flatmate. Oh, I've left tinsel up on that mirror.
How dare you?
That's coming down.
Well, the first one's a female. I don't want to share with a female because I shared with a female once before.
That's not the reason you don't want to share with a female.
Shared with a female once before. Don't like them.
All of them. Take over. They become very possessive. So I want to share with a guy.
There he is. That's a great edit. The editing, if you're listening to the podcast, it's just cut from that gentleman who says he wants to share with a guy to a shot of a bloke in his, well, he looks like he's in his 70s. He's probably 50.
Got no teeth in.
In a pub with a pint of Guinness.
I will if you will. I will if you will. I will if you will. So will I. So will I.
At the venue for the football dance, one party has already started.
What?
But it's not Danny.
Oh, flipping heck!
She just gave him a clout around the ear.
That was around the ear. Flipping heck!
Party has already started. But it's not Danny's party.
I felt that. It's going to be ringing for the rest of the night. Look, he's gone in. What you can't see. Hang on, if I move.
Hang on, has he got his fist there?
He's gone into a fist there. Let's watch it from a slightly different angle. He does a Prescott.
So will I.
At the venue for the football dance, one party has already started. But it's not
Oh no, he was already in the fist.
Yeah, he was already in the fist.
Danny's party.
He's kept it in the fist though.
And raised it.
He's kept it in the fist. You can still call us if you want, dear listener. 0203 286 6370. You can Skype TLNA. It's also the court number to call tonight, Monday, 10 p.m. Also, if you're listening to the podcast, you can call that number and you can leave us a message and it'll get played in the show. If you're listening right now, get your telephone. 0203 286 6370.
I don't want to go to that party.
No.
He's now taking drastic steps to sell tickets.
Speak us, yeah, mate, what, on the coming later on? Oh, sure.
Getting a lot of music here.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to finish at 2
only
o'clock.
the lonely, because no
it's
one's
only
going
£3.
to
So it's only £3,
no,
but it's good. It's going to be good. It finished at 2 o'clock, so it's going to be good.
It finishes at 2 o'clock, so it's going to be good.
Everyone knows
It's
that.
going to be good because if it finishes at 1, no good. 3, 2 o'clock, it's going to be good.
So I want to see you down there.
Never happening. He's shouting to some randoms on a balcony.
We're now locking the door.
Well, when it's starting, it wouldn't be too bad, but just the anticipation of seeing if anybody's going to turn up. So right now...
You get so stung with all of this music in the show today. It's outrageous. We get it. No one's coming. Only the lonely. We get it.
Come as well. I'll be even more relaxed, because right now it's just me.
It's just him. It's just him. No one's bothered to turn up.
Do you think he's been stitched up?
Oh, mate.
Here's another one.
I feel like Cilla Black here when she phoned up. Oh, it's Cilla here.
Except you wouldn't live with Cilla Black because she'd be too
Too
female.
possessive. She's a woman, yeah.
Surprise.
Have you considered this marketing style for hocking Patreon subs? shouting up at people on balconies and stopping buses?
Oh, bloody hell. I'll leave a message. Hi, this is a message for Chris. My name is Neil. You found
the message is...
left a message on my answer machine regarding a flat share in Lancaster Gate. What time is it? It's 7:15, so I'm home this evening. If you want to give me a call, the telephone number is 0171.
Here's the thing, right? I'm assuming this guy's gay, making a lot of assumptions. He wasn't allowed to marry when this was filmed. Isn't that it just hit me that this recently, I'm assuming he's gay. I'm jumping to lots of conclusions there. But gay people, when this was like 97,
well, he did say he wanted
I think.
a sexy man, so...
Yeah, well, okay. 97, 98. gay people weren't allowed to marry then. When was that? I remember us talking about it at Three Counties 12 years ago. Yeah. Isn't that incredible? What a weird thing. What a weird thing. That it just was like, yeah, we can't marry, you're gay. Huh? You can't go. Okay.
We don't want you people.
Okay. There's still some people. There's still some people that think it demeans marriage. It's weird, isn't it?
Then you need to look at your marriage.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's my work number. 0171 2. I don't know my home number. Don't know it.
Well, it's going to be tricky then, isn't it?
At the
This
dance,
guy knows his number because he's phoning him back.
Danny's at last fielding a full team, but they're still not all on side.
There's Michael and Chris.
I'm not late, no. He took my car for 2 hours and he came back late. Wait, what?
So he is. Are you late or not? I'm not late, but he took my car for 2 hours. Then he came back late.
Someone's late, I think.
Am I late? Because you took the car.
Look how he's smoking that tab.
Visionary says, I remember what the numbers went 01, then 071081, then 01710181. That's how it went. Oh no, hang on. And now isn't it 02? Is it
020?
7? 0208? Is that it? I don't really call London very often.
Oh, flipping now. It looks like the heavy mob's coming down.
And he missed.
There's the heavy mob.
I don't think they seem that heavy to me. I could see a man in a waistcoat.
Yeah, with a toilet brush on his head. I can see Adam Buxton. And I can see some ladies. The heavy mob.
I feel like they're from the garage, yeah. I think Rocky better do this one. Rock!
Perfect, please. Perfect. Yeah? Remember the first one. Come on, guys. Please. Please. Take your time.
Take your time, but I'm going to stand here.
Yeah, I'm.
Could you?
Please,
Please.
I can't do
Please.
it. I can't do it.
I love people clapping like this when I'm trying to do something intricate.
It is like the RAC lady. Would you calm down, please, sir?
7.
I mean, those tables on the pavement.
O'clock and the restaurant critics are beginning to arrive. Nearly everyone is in place.
Where is Carl? It was all made for us. Chopsticks from Bangkok.
Beautiful. I don't care.
Chopsticks were in like a wicker sheath. What's Adam Buxton like? He seems like he's a bastard.
No, he's delightful.
One of the meanest human beings I've ever met. Horrible guy. Can't stand him at all. You can tell
One of
him I
us
said
is
that.
telling the truth, and one of us is lying.
If you open one of us, you'll be able to walk safely. The other one, you'll be eaten by a lion.
Just get him and tell him come now.
No, but I'm from Hong Kong, right?
Oh, yeah.
So sushi to me is more or less live.
Sushi's from Japan.
There needs to be a communication between myself and management and the waiting staff.
All right, Ersatz Ramsey.
The waiting staff at the party.
He's having a piss in the corner.
Where are the napkins?
What's he worried about napkins for?
Napkins for?
I want napkins for the trays. I can't put the food on the bare tray.
Nobody told me you wanted me. Okay.
Nobody told you?
No.
Send Paolo. Where's Paolo? Huh?
You want me to send Paolo?
Send him in it.
This guy needs to calm down.
Paolo is gonna get it.
He's going to give him...
Actually, he's in... Okay.
Send him in here. I'm nice and fair, but don't f*** about. When I say I want something, I want it.
Okay, well, I think you're going to want to get the sack soon.
Neil's still waiting and musing about what he wants from his new lodger.
Tall, dark and handsome.
No. Someone that wouldn't mind sleeping in a room that's like a prison cell.
Just think it's got a nice character, really. Please, it's got a good sense of humour. Likes to have a laugh. It's
Housemate, not boyfriend, right?
The good sense of humour thing is such bullshit because everyone has got a good sense of humour, but their humour is different. What people mean is someone who
will find me funny.
Someone who finds me funny, yeah, and we laugh at the same things.
Yeah,
that's a good sense of humour.
Exactly.
GSOH. Do you still get
or patience?
Do you still get adverts in papers for looking for? I used to love reading. Was it The Observer?
The Guardian do a dating thing, don't
and
they?
it was, and you'd have one of them. It was like looking for a romantic. The other one was looking for like want an attractive blonde under 25 to travel around the world with me for 6 months. You get stuff like that. Oh, God. Yeah, I'd do it. Whatever.
No, because if he's the sort of person who's going to be doing that kind of thing anyway, doesn't he know someone?
Yeah.
Things would be quite good. I don't want anybody too serious. Because when you come home in the evening, you just want to relax. You don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking clown all the time. Smell my flower.
He actually reminds me of a housemate I used to have.
Hippo says, if only he had Grindr back then instead of the facade of advertising a flat share. He is becoming more and more sexual with this guy. He is saying, maybe he's not aware he is, he's describing a partner.
Yeah, exactly.
And that I would imagine, we're filling in so many blanks here, is what is missing from his life. And he's hoping for some romantic connection with whoever moves in.
But, of course, if you just want a housemate, it's a bloody terrible idea.
Visionary Soup said, if my Trevor advertised, she has got the hots. She phoned up Bezic the other night saying, I love your show so much. It really keeps me entertained. I've really got a soft spot for Trevor. I like Trevor. I
don't know where that soft spot is.
It really makes me laugh so much.
Unbelievable.
Can we get one more Patreon to sign up before we end at 1 o'clock? One more Patreon would make my day. Even if it's at a £2 level. Patreon, can we get the link for Patreon in the chat, please? Oh, you missed a lot, Tony. You'll get to watch it back. And when I upload this to YouTube, I'm going to put the date in.
Yes!
Yes, I'm going to put the date. I haven't done it. I'm going to put the date in. That's what I'm going to do. We just got an email. Ring that bell. Ring that bell, baby.
Can I ring both?
Ring both as we welcome Liam. Liam Lane. Is that Ginger Ninja?
Yeah.
Is Ginger Ninja Liam Lane?
Is it?
No. We got 9. If we could get one more, make it 10 today, that would make me so happy. Yeah, Visionary Soup called Bezic on Saturday.
On the sniffing around for Trevor.
What time was it? Does anyone have a Ginger Ninja? It's you, Liam. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. What time did she call? We'll have a little listen. We'll have a little listen. It was Saturday night, right? What time was it? Does anyone know, Ples? Why can't I find it? It's there.
Orbison.
Anyone know what time, please? It was Saturday. What time did she call, please? Because I'm not going to skip through the whole show, and I don't remember.
3 minutes past 1.
To talk about. I mean, it's...
But generally, it's not a crime to buy a dog. When you
I used to live...
previously...
Was it after the dog lady?
Were you taken to court about any of those dogs?
No.
No.
Only
You were never taken to court?
No.
Or rather, the not allowed dogs lady.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
You hadn't...
I was living in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Let me just ask you the questions. Okay.
Sorry.
But it's all right. But you said they told me not to have a dog. Now, who told you not to? Why did somebody tell you not to have a dog?
It's put like they're thinking I was too old to look after one, I suppose. I'm 80 and get about like a young girl.
She went to court because someone didn't want her to have a dog and she lived in the woods.
Well, okay, but indeed, but you said when you lived in the woods in the caravan you had as many as 30 dogs.
Yeah, well, I was only 40 then.
But you had 30 dogs.
Yeah,
now, what happened to those 30?
I had horses as well, and I had gypsies to pinch my horses as well.
And there was the same joke about the dogs. If there was a previous, give me these other court for the 4 years to court, and I don't know them.
Were you directly after her?
But yes, that if you.
There's a lot of this feminist retelling of this.
There she is.
Not a bad thing. You know.
In the main,
Comment about a bit of it.
We don't have a time.
Right, it's a musical.
2 millennia.
I agree.
And so, you can look back at history already if you think about it, but there are going to be people called Trump.
Good to talk about the shows and just how much.
I just want to talk about the shows and how much it means to me. Right, Ginger Ninja says, right, there are 253 people in here, and I know for sure most of you ain't subscribed to Patreon. Please, if you can, go and subscribe. They really deserve it. We do deserve it. He's right. Whoa. Ring that bell. Because I would love, it would be my pleasure, and it would be my absolute honour to welcome Andrew Carpenter to the Patreon gang. The AC. Do you mind if I call you the AC, Andrew Carpenter? Because that's what you are to me. You were you have felt bullied by Ginger Ninja, rightfully so, and you have signed up. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. That's Madimus Max. Yes. It's exciting because he got a shout out. Thank you. That's 10 patrons we've got today. We're here for another... What time is it? 45 minutes. If anyone else wants to join that, I'm very, very happy with 10, but if we could get it to 50, that would be great. Okay, here's Visionary Soup.
Joy some of them have brought me throughout most evenings. I do listen quite often to the point where I'm starting to recognise regular callers. My special favourite is the conversations that you have with Trevor. I'm going to say Trevor's the second most... JKRXR. Where is Ginger Ninja's Prime sub going, pray tell? I would say Trevor is the second most boring. For me, I think it's Mark. Well, yes, of course, if you play Penny Lane backwards. It do make me laugh.
Well, it can be quite funny.
Now, this is unusual because normally anyone calls in about the show, he shuts them down. Says, okay, what do you want to say?
For sure.
Yeah, I do enjoy sort of listening to you guys because it is quite nice to sort of wind down and listen to some of the conversations and get riled up.
It's nice to wind down listening to really boring, dull conversations.
Don't call her boring, though. She's one of our...
Not her.
I like her a lot.
About some of the topics that do come up, but this evening's been quite wonderful.
This evening's been quite wonderful.
Tell your voice.
It's been varied, should we say?
Yeah, it's been really diverse. I can't believe some of the topics that do come up, and I just love the fact that there was a...
No, she doesn't call us anymore. Hasn't called us for ages. Isn't it, though? Noted. Isn't it?
Noted. See you.
Isn't it? See you. We really do see you.
A phone-in show where you can literally talk about anything, and I felt like I had to call in... for the first time.
Make it a bit more bearable.
But yeah, I wanted to just tell you how much I really enjoy listening to you guys.
Well, thank you. The idea has been around for a long time.
Why have I never done this before? This is great.
Many people doing it these days. Most radio, all television and most radio is designed, and this isn't a criticism because I love radio, but it's designed by producers. And this programme is designed by the listener.
Exactly, and it's a dying breed, and I really wish that it wasn't because it's just so enjoyable listening to it.
It's not. It's not.
It really is. I do find myself, quite...
It is a dime. This is the only phone in, though. This is the only phone in.
Yeah, but it's not designed by the listener.
Oh, you mean the what he was saying? Yeah. I thought what you said.
Sort of involved in the conversation, even though I'm not particularly a part of it. I find that I'm involved in the conversation, talking to the radio.
All right, calm down, bloody hell. Right, okay, so if I can do this, right? Let's see if I can do it. So I'll see if I can get him to speak slowly and her to speak fast.
You're probably involved more than me in some of them, Amber.
Yeah, I try not to pinpoint when you switch off, and that's terrible, but I can almost pinpoint it now because I listen to it so often. But I really do enjoy it, Trevor. Thank you, Alan, and Trevor especially. And I just want to thank you both for that. I really enjoy it.
All right, well, good to hear from you, Amber, and keep making them traffic lights.
I'm still thinking about Trevor.
0800 218 2255. We'll somebody called Red and Green now, and that'll be solved. I'll do Glenn.
He's doing okay. Now, brilliant. This guy has been in prison. He's been done for various things. He attacked his mother and his stepfather.
Glenn, I'll have to stop you because
talking too fast.
The problem is now that you've just let me. Okay, because you've kind of identified him. You've not said his name, but you've said he's your lodger. So.
I'm not doing him.
No, but somebody could have worked out who he is, and we don't allow that. So
I don't want to put it to you.
Well, you can't put it to me now because whatever you say now will be related to that person. If you wish.
You have a girlfriend, don't you?
Well, you have a friend that's female.
Yeah. Well, you know what she's been taking money off me, don't you?
I'm aware, yes.
No, this guy, right, I'm not saying that, he's protecting me against her, and he's finding a new girlfriend. Understand? And she's done me, and give me the night, because of what he said to her, and you think, understand?
Yes.
Yeah, but basically, I get paid next Friday, I have 2 incomes, 2 lots of money, and the test away £2,000
So I got to stop. I would listen to a whole. If anyone wants to do a basic episode where the callers speak fast and he speaks normal or slightly slower, I would totally be up for that.
Roger says, imagine playing Trevor at half speed.
Wait, all right, well, hang on. We don't need to imagine it. We have the technology. Trevor called in on Saturday, right?
Yeah. Ask Visionary when.
Visionary, what time did your boyfriend call in?
So that's it. So
I thought he was quite early.
What can happen with the punch?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should have. Yeah. Okay, Alan, thanks. Dictionary of Scouse.
There he is. Right, here he is. All right, here we go.
Bible's all up. Did COVID get a specific mention?
Well, it's only...
and I said, well,
yeah.
it's all wrong in saying earlier, anything that's for lots of
she knows
people.
the time.
And so to reach... was the first man throughout history to...
She says 10:44.
I'm intrigued in a... Has he been attacked by
exactly
David Crockett? That is embarrassing. What happened to... I was savaged by a David Crockett. What?
Apparently, according to reports,
now slow it down.
It was indiscriminately attacking children, pensioners, and pets. And according to various accounts, it either attacked more than a dozen of the aforementioned, 18
but this is what it feels
21.
Like, listening to his calls.
So there we go. Ultimately, the lady
this is heaven.
who had been...
Oh, someone asked about Rainbow George's tapes. No, I've not said anything. I know they wanted me to collect them before New Year, and I did all right. They wanted me to sign a little thing saying I'd cover any copyright or anything, and I did that just before I got COVID, and I've not heard anything from them since.
You said you'd want them boxed up, and I wonder whether that's...
I said I'd want them boxed up. I think they had to be cleared out by the beginning of the year, because it's like an old people's, it's like a residential one. And they never got back in touch. And I never got back in touch. So, I don't know. But they have I've spoke to his nephew and a good friend of his. So they have my details. So if it didn't happen, unlucky is what I'm saying. Right, okay.
And what you're actually thinking is swerved.
I kind of am. Oh, I closed BBC Sound, so we can't do it again.
Oh.
Hang on, maybe we can... History.
It says continue listening.
Where?
There. Oh, and it betrays the fact you've been listening. No, down. There. Betrays the fact you've been listening to that.
All the young dudes. So I'm obsessed with this programme, right? It comes up on 4 Extra. It's called All the Young Dudes. It's written by Jim Sweeney, and it's who's like one of those the Comedy Store players type things, and it's got the big guy from the Carling Black Label ads. It's got good people in, right, Jim? And I've fallen down this All the Young Dudes kind of rabbit hole. It's from 2001, and I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a comedy drama, but it's not comedy and it's not dramatic. It's just. Oh, darling, listen, if you're going to complain about that, I'm going to go down the pub with Billy and I'm going to have a drink. Billy, you just won't understand. She was washing up and she was upset because she couldn't find the knife. It's all of that. I got the gifted sub from Anna Live. Thank you. And I'm obsessed with it. I can't stop listening to it. And then I fell down a Jim Sweeney rabbit hole. And I remember he got MS and he's now very, very ill with MS. But it was fascinating. Anyway, meanwhile, back at this.
In a humane trap.
I wonder if I can make it. Maybe I can make it more fun. Hang on, let's try this.
And then contact the RSPCA. And I know how much you will sympathise with their response. They said they were incredibly sad to have to put Stripe to sleep, but they had no choice, as you will be aware.
They can't let it go.
No,
this is Trevor
the 2019 legislation says you can't release squirrels back into the wild. But they did say we do not agree with this legislation.
Jim Sweeney is still around. He's very poorly with MS, but he is still around. I went down a Jim Sweeney rabbit hole. It's really sad. My mum's got MS, and there seems to be a look of the face being drawn in, and it's muscular. It affects kind of muscles and things. And the eyes kind of going out. My mum has the same thing. It's the muscles in the eyes haven't got the strength to stay like that, so they kind of get pulled out. There's a real look, an MS look. And he's got that, but he's still around. He's still around. And I think... I can't remember if the pictures I saw were recent, or I know the YouTube stuff was about 7 years ago. But I think there's a picture of Greg Proops visiting him or something. I don't know. So, yeah.
So
anyway, sorry, I forgot. We were watching this, weren't we? I do apologise. We went off on...
we were watching some London Longings.
There we go.
Listening to somebody's...
London Longings. Oh, we should watch Street Mate. Street
Yes,
Date.
we should.
We should watch Street Date. Okay, we'll watch that next time.
Problems all the time. Dealing with that. Enough of that at work. Whinging tenants. So I don't want to come home to a whinging tenant.
Be nice, gentle, like a...
Cuts to a whinging chef.
Treating a woman, yeah?
Oh!
He says to two women?
He's one of them.
Be nice, gentle, like you're treating a woman, yeah? You must be nice, you must be gentle, yeah? Treat your food like sex, yeah?
Don't you dare!
I don't want to eat that.
Don't you dare!
I'm not eating that.
Do not treat your food, the F like the S. No, sir.
Mother... You wanted to burn, didn't you? All right, get the sesame seed, get the chicken.
If you treat your food like sex, you get this.
I think that contravenes several health and safety guidelines.
You're right, Dave. Jim Sweeney was good. This All the Young Dudes is so bad, but I just can't stop listening to it. There's only 12 episodes, but he was good. But yeah, it was sad. Sarah says, I forgot to add in my Patreon feedback. I really like the top 20 game. Well, that's when we listened to that episode of the top 40 charts from 1977.
Yes.
And we're taking punts at what song will be there. And I got there, second place, way down Elvis, and Dave Dogface beat me. Just. How is the lad with Parkinson's? Jerry, he's not a lad, he's the same age as me. Richard Gregorian checks in with him from time to time. He's doing all right.
Clean down, get this shit away, get this covered. And make sure next time, Greg, you slice it thinner, yeah?
I am very, very hungry.
Not so thick. I don't want them to have chunky, yeah? Not chunky.
I want chunky. I would like chunky.
Neil's already seen one person who didn't want the flat. This is prospective tenant number 2.
This is my humble abode. Hope you enjoy it.
And maybe yours.
Anyone who uses the phrase humble abode is a prick.
I think he's just really nervous. Because he's not really auditioning for a housemate, is he?
Right, this is the room. This is the grand tour of the grand bedroom.
When I lived in a flat, in a shared house, for the first year I had a room smaller than that.
This is my bedroom.
Don't need to see that.
Jack says, will he say this is where the magic happens? Dave says, I'm similarly drawn in by painfully middle class. Where's the butter knife? 4 extra sitcoms. Check out All the Young Dudes, Dave, honestly. And it's flawed for so many reasons. First of all, the theme tune plays for way too long. The theme tune is All the Young Dudes.
But they play it from the beginning, right? And they don't cut it. They obviously want to get to the chorus, but it takes quite a long time.
Yeah, so they play the intro, the verse, and then All the Young Dudes. And it's Bob Harris going, All the Young Dudes by Jim Sweeney. This week, Waterloo Sunset. And it's, darling, have you seen my jacket? No, it's not there. Oh, let me phone Billy up. And Billy's their working class mate who does all the building. All right, Billy?
Talks like that, yeah.
What's his name? Is it Steve Steen? Who's the big bald guy? I remembered all their names the other day. The big bald guy that was in the Carling Black Label adverts. He's in it. I like him a lot. There's kind of... is it Steve Steen? No, Steve Steen might be Billy.
Stephen Frost?
Stephen Frost, that's it, Stephen Frost. Dave says he's in. Right, okay. Steve Frost, yeah. Really funny, good. It's good cast.
If I was being shown around a flat that I was potentially going to share, I don't think I need to see my flatmate's bedroom.
Oh.
No.
Okay, John Bat, thank you for the sub.
You don't, do you?
Well, yeah, I think you do need to see the whole house.
I want to see their bedroom.
Look at his room compared to the others.
I know.
Yes. Can't
This is where the magic happens. Is he going to say it?
use it. It's just on an ornamental balcony, basically. So this is not a bad sized room, but this is not for rent. I am going to keep the brown carpets and the brown curtains.
That is a great living room. That is a great living room in that area. That is great. That flat probably worth about 3-4 million now. That is a great living room.
And the wood chip wallpaper, because I think that's a nice design feature, you say. I'm only joking.
Very 1970s.
Exactly.
Don't be rude about my flat.
And there are more visitors.
Hello, sweetie. Hello. Stranger.
Neil's old flatmate Chris, a hard act to follow.
Come back.
And Chris's partner.
Come back, sweetie.
Oh, long time no see.
I know.
What are you up to? What's all this cat?
This is Chris, my ex.
And he would have heard you say, come back, sweetie. So, sofa bum. I checked the paintings for those eye holes.
It's true. It's true.
Has anyone, I was going to, I know the answer to this question is no. Has anyone ever looked at a painting and seen the eyes?
No.
Do that.
Not since the last time I went out with Scooby-Doo.
Flatmate. This is Richard. Yes, I haven't even bothered changing it yet.
I know, I got a few phone calls saying, oh, you're still on this.
So say nice things about me. Am I a nice person?
What is he doing with his left hand down there?
Nice kid.
I'm not a nice
Invading his
person. Maybe I still
privacy.
think you do.
I think I can see why this guy moved out.
Yeah.
Just got to say nice things.
Look.
That's all good and well, but don't start with me, yeah? I'm working very hard to do the food. Now, f***ing hell.
Is this still about napkins?
This guy's furious. No one speaks to the Hong Kong kid like this.
No.
No one.
In the kitchen, it's
Apart from his parents.
Sofa Bomb says there's an adult mini golf club in Nottingham called Glory Holes.
Come on now.
Tempted to wander in.
Adult mini golf.
Is it like people bending over and you got to get the hole up their bum hole? Is that it?
Get a hole in one. And you all use wood.
stressed chef meets cool critic.
Is this Claire from Marie Claire?
Is Claire from Marie Claire? Did he say Claire from Marie
Where's Mary? I'd only speak to Mary.
In the kitchen, it's stressed chef meets cool critic.
Is this Claire from Marie Claire?
Marie Claire?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. How are you?
This is Maurice.
Have a check of your kitchen.
That is lightly spiced chicken with sesame seeds.
Oh, right.
Yeah, don't scratch your head over. Please don't you scratch your head over it. Okay, well that's.
Yeah. So Carl knows for himself what the flavors are like.
And then you just sweet ones as well.
Yeah, those are sushi fruit rolls. It's called. We have a name for it. It's called Summerberry Jism.
Summerberry Jism.
Jism.
Stop it!
You remember Summerberry Jism? She says Dism. He says no Jism.
Oh God, I can't write jism in my.
Summerberry Jism.
Summerberry Jism.
Jism.
What's that mean?
You know, like, what does that mean?
What's the jism mean?
We'll replay that.
We have a name for it. It's called
Also,
Summerberry
why did they go from that to that encounter?
Jism.
Summerberry Jism.
Jism.
What's that mean? What's the jism mean?
Cheers. Thanks a lot, Richard. Cheers.
We know the editor on this doesn't do random cuts.
Neil's also playing hard to
He wasn't joking about the food sex thing. You're absolutely right.
get.
So.
Oh, shut up! You pay the rent on your own.
No,
then,
but
buddy.
we've seen what he likes now. He likes him a little
Too
bit younger
English
and more
for me, I know,
muscular.
sounds awful. Is it too English? He asked me tonight, when can I move in?
Oh, really? You have doubts about him?
Yeah, I'm not really keen.
What?
But I had a cutie around today.
That is not good.
No.
That is not good.
You're terrible.
22. It's very...
You're not allowed, you're a married man.
Oh no! No sex on the side, we're British.
No sex with a flatmate because it's a fucking disaster. He's 22 and you're an old man and it's disgusting.
But you can't have everything in life.
Indeed.
Can you? No.
I don't think this guy, his ex-flatmate's partner, likes him.
No, I don't either.
You can't have everything.
More.
He's heard the stories.
All of it.
That's it.
Salt, pepper.
No salt. No pepper.
Why not? You've got to season your meat, mate.
Whoa! He's telling the chef what to do. He's telling him what to do.
No salt, no pepper. No, just a bun.
Hello? Who's that? Hi, Uncle, how are you? Not bad, very busy. No, well, it's, a little party.
Don't burn them. I don't want blank pancake. Not black, yeah? Not black.
First taste for the critics, a testing time for Samir.
Here we go, the party's going. I forgot about this.
For Danny and his teammates, it's the culmination of a season's hard work on and off the pitch.
They're playing records. Isn't that funny? The DJ's playing records.
It's much better now because there's a good crowd in there. So it looks like it's going to be a good time. So about 11 o'clock we're going to actually do the presentation. So it's looking good.
Oh, Ginger Ninja's our PR team. He says there are many ways you can support TLNA. You can sub to Patreon. You can sub to Twitch. Bit donations, buy merch. Anyone who does it is a legend. So please support now. Are you drunk though, Liam? By the way, if anyone wants to call in, if you want to call in, we're here for another 25 minutes. 0203 286 6370. You can Skype TLNA. You can call in, by the way. We've got loads of new people watching. You can call in about anything. You want to phone up and tell us we're crap? You can do that. We're one of the only shows where people can phone up and tell us we're crap, and we'll have some of it. 0203 286 6370. The link for Patreon, if we could get 2 more. Why is the link not working? Oh, there it is. It did. Mandy got there first. If we could get 2 more patrons, even at the £2 level.
That'd be beyond our wildest dreams.
That would be awesome. Graham, thank you for subbing with the Prime. It's appreciated. 2 more would be awesome. Awesome.
Looking good.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Is Liam feeling guilty about something?
Thank you all very much for coming this evening. As you know,
what's he talking into?
Is it a CB?
The essence is.
Oh, no, he's holding his mic in a.
Where's the
casual
cable?
fashion.
Where's the cable?
Is he not holding it? No, he's not, is he?
This looks like a CB in his left hand. His microphone, his mouth is covered. There's obviously a microphone in there. Where's the cable?
This is the football presentation awards for.
What? No. What is that? That's not a microphone.
Is that something to do with his DJ decks?
Is it connected to what is?
Last season.
There is a cable. There was a cable. There was a thin cable, but I don't know what it is he's talking into.
It's looking good.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very.
He's holding.
He's holding headphones and the microphone. All right, we got it.
Very much for coming this evening. As you know, the essence of this is the football presentation awards for last season.
Again.
So it's awards. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay.
The number of cricket awards I've sat through.
No more. We turn it down because they're playing bloody football's coming home. He won an award.
Yeah.
I think everyone's winning an award.
It's the only way they can get him to come to the party.
Well, there are 12 men there, maybe more than 12, all holding awards.
Outstanding. Melts in your mouth. Take this food out. Naughty.
These everybody's enjoying themselves now.
Oh yeah, okay. So the microphone is on the headphones, like Liam set up.
Now, one crew.
Sending it down. We don't want to get done. Sexy music.
We have to start rolling Summerberry
That woman was
Jizzums.
wearing a wedding ring.
Sorry?
She was wearing a wedding ring.
Good for her. Listen to this guy.
We have to start rolling Summerberry Jizzums.
It's going pretty well.
No coincidences with this editing on.
Guys, we've got to start rolling Summerberry Jizzums. All right, let's go.
See? Good turnout, good media turnout. The food is good. People complaining that they haven't had some of the food, but they've just.
Oh, so good turnout, good food, but people are complaining. This is the critics' night, mate.
We're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, imagine going to a restaurant and expecting to get food. Idiots.
Need a waiter! Take that puddle, take it, and get out.
That pile of jism, please.
Maurice is doing well. He's a bit run off his feet. But that's part of being a chef.
You're all right, though, mate. You're nice
I was
and
going to
chilled.
say, enjoying that beer?
Yeah.
We're here. We got there in the end.
Anyway, well, thanks for coming. And
It's a very strange mic setup. They're all talking into headphones.
staff want to be home by 2. So we got to make a move as soon as possible. As soon as possible, thank you. It's funny because outside of this, I'm a sort of quiet guy. People may not think that, but I am a quiet guy.
We've not seen any
No
evidence of your quietness. None.
I'm going to the toilet and then I'm going home, all right?
Any luck with the girl? That's what Kath says every time we finish here. I'm going to the toilet and I'm going home, all right? It's all right, Kath. It's fine. I really don't mind.
But what I do find is a classy way to exit an establishment is by announcing you're going for a pee first.
No, well, I just want to say I wasn't really into getting any women because I says, like, I've got my girl already.
Well.
Okie dokie, doggy daddy.
You're an old pet. Well, sloppy kiss that was, actually.
She wiped her mouth and then slapped him.
Yeah, see you later, Len. I'm off, mate. Anyway, good night.
You drive home, buddy. I'm sure you're fine.
Visionary says, I do the Irish exit, yeah.
What's the Irish exit?
Just go.
Oh, right. Yeah.
48 tickets were sold for the
sofa bump. Ah, so that's how you flirt.
dance. A good result. The new football...
Is that number plate say nice? Nice tits?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, no, it's Ace 12T, sorry.
The new football season is only 7 weeks away.
Okay.
The next day, Neil has one last chance to use his selling skills to impress.
Hi, how you doing? Good to see you, yeah. Neil?
Nice to meet
you. Thanks.
No.
This is the room?
He's not going to get it.
It's Paul Ross, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
If that buyer gooses him, he's in.
This view of the news. Okay, let's have a look.
The view over the
All
news.
right, so it's quite quiet, is it, yeah?
Yeah, it's quiet because the bedroom's at the back of the building.
Okay.
Double bed, Gothic style bed.
State of that mattress, though, isn't it? Look how thin that is. Jack says, I feel like showing the room ahead of the rest of the flat is a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, show him the living room first, have a chat, and then show him around the rest, right?
Isn't it? Isn't it, though?
It's gorgeous, yeah. Where did you get that from?
Crouch End.
Wow. It's very nice.
I've got great plans for this room, but I think I'll keep the brown carpets. I mean,
Yeah, I like the way the dining table's pushed up against the wall, so it's got to be pulled out.
designer wood chip wallpaper.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Until they come back into fashion, yeah?
Exactly.
That is a great living room, actually.
Kitchen.
It's a really nice
Right.
one, actually.
It's got all the usual bits and pieces, yeah?
Want to see the room once more?
Yeah, I will do. Choral music in here with the ceiling. It will echo around. Let's have a look in here again. There's hanging space, yeah? Oh,
I
right.
should hope so. It's a wardrobe.
Oh! For those listening in black and white, the prospective tenant has opened the wardrobe to look in. The guy showing him around has turned to camera, kind of given a thumbs up and a wink to say
Gosh,
yes.
I'm surprised. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Thanks very much.
That's okay.
I'll give you a bell
Thank you for
tomorrow,
coming
yeah? All right.
See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Did he look at his
He has
ass?
a long, lingering look.
He's looking down, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
He's looking
Okay.
down.
Thanks very much.
That's okay.
I'll give you a bell
Thank you for
tomorrow, yeah?
coming
All right.
See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Don't leave me. He's gonna put himself against the door.
Hang on a minute. I don't know where. I'm not as hot on my hotkeys. Bear with me, please. Please bear with me. It will be worth it. Where is it? Maybe it's over. There we go. All right. So here we go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. Thanks very much.
That's okay.
I'll give you a bell
Thank you for
tomorrow, yeah?
coming
All right.
See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
No, please don't leave me. No, please don't leave me.
That's a good sign. I like him. Seems to.
It's tricky to know your way around.
This one.
Oh, okay. Right.
Run for your life.
Nice guy. So fingers crossed for tomorrow morning.
Fingers
We'll have
crossed.
to wait and see. Hello.
Meanwhile, that guy's like, oh, has he come back?
He's come back.
He's having a chat in the pub. He goes, I think the flat's really lovely, but the guy.
Guy's so creepy.
Neil's crossed fingers did the trick.
Chinese laundrette here or something.
Chinese laundrette. Okay. Okay.
5
Stuff in black bags.
days later, Chris and 12...
God, I remember that moving in black bags and all of that shit, filling up the car. Can I do it? Oh, it's going to take 2 trips. Oh, I hate all of that.
12 bags of belongings moved into the flat.
Oh, shit.
A week after Samir's grand opening, the all-important restaurant reviews have arrived.
That's some hair, isn't it?
We've had 2 reviews on the food, one in Time Out, one in Evening Standard.
Oh, I think we read the Evening Standard one. I think that was the one we had, and it was not great. It was okay.
And they both slated us. As far as the food is concerned. They're gonna me off now. He hasn't had a chance to read it yet. I mean, you just can't please everyone. We had this one dessert called fruit summer rolls. It's like a fruit sushi.
No,
with
that's not what it was called.
That's not what it was called.
That's not what it was called.
Also, you can't please everyone in a restaurant. That's true, but you really want to try and please at least one critic.
coconut dipping sauce. That's the only thing Faye Mashler praised.
I would like the jism.
Fruit summer rolls was a first for us and it was fantastic, quote unquote.
They just wanted to write jism.
Yeah.
Fruit summer rolls, don't know what the hell it is. The coconut dipping sauce looks like spunk.
You called it jism!
Come on.
And I don't think the area is ready for fruit sushi.
Can we... hang on a minute. So one of the reviews says it looks like spunk.
Rolls, don't know what the hell it is.
Right, hang on, let's see which one's which. Let's see which one's which.
To read it yet. I mean, you just can't please everyone. We had this one dessert called fruit summer rolls. It's like a fruit sushi with a coconut dipping sauce. That's the only thing Faye
Can we block Jefferson, please?
Mashler praised. Fruit summer rolls was a first for us and it was fantastic, quote unquote. Time Out review says, fruit summer rolls, don't know what that...
Time out. Right. First of all, let me just block this person. I don't know how you...
I do it.
Can you block?
Yeah.
Right. But the restaurant's called Rain, I think. So, Rain, Paddington, Green, Time Out review.
It might be pre-internet.
Don't think we've got any mods on Ninja. They've all bunked off. Rain Restaurant. Here we go. This is TripAdvisor. Not going to mod you, Liam. Not a chance in hell. Jim's playing Halo. I've not played the new Halo yet, Jim. I've downloaded it. I need to. Good food, but very expensive. That's the Rainforest Cafe.
They put the wrong place.
Okay, we cannot find it. If anyone can find that,
I don't think he'd lie about them saying that.
spunk.
God.
Come
I
on.
don't know what the hell it is.
I think the chef knew for sure the way he was.
But they called it jism.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
The coconut dipping sauce looks like spunk.
All right, let me type in. Very specific. Coconut.
Oh God, we're going to get all sorts.
Dipping sauce, spunk, Time Out review. I feel terrible saying this. Her kids are next door. Papa, no.
It's suggested a restaurant in Chiltern, Cum Hardy.
Why is things called cum?
I don't know, old-fashioned, I think.
I'm old-fashioned. I don't call things cum. No. Is it called? It's called Rain, isn't it? The restaurant. No. Okay. Onwards and upwards.
And I don't think the area is ready for fruit sushi. So what do you do?
I don't think the area is ready for a fruit sushi.
There's too much controversy over one dish. I just took it off the menu. And he kept it.
But hang on, the other review said that was the only good thing they picked out.
First week.
It's in Latin. It comes from Latin. It simply means with. Cholton with Hardy.
Come.
4 weeks later.
With, baby, with. I'm withing! did you with, darling?
Maurice and Samir parted company.
Oh! He's sacked the chef off.
Menu. And he kept it for the first week.
4 weeks later, Maurice and Samir parted company.
I don't know, maybe it was a question of ego, you know? You loved...
You think?
Yeah, but whose are you talking about, dude?
But one night he did say to me, it's like, when can I go up and show off? Quote, unquote.
He loves that quote, unquote line. Again, that's another boring quiz show on Radio 4.
I mean, yes, it's nice to show off and, you know, it's nice to receive all the praise and, you know, the food is fantastic, blah, blah, blah.
But no one was saying that, so...
Then be humble about it, appreciate it. You know, people telling you the food is fantastic and you're a very talented chef, Maurice just to stand there and say, yes, I know.
I did that food, not him, yeah? I worked my bollocks off down there.
Bollocks.
Sweated my balls off, my brow.
Well, maybe that was the problem.
Not him. He was there running around doing whatever. I mean, how can you do that to someone just...
Well, hang on. He did set up and build the business. It's his money. You're the chef.
And I believe that is how chef owner works, right?
Isn't it?
Take all the credit for something they've done.
It's his restaurant.
2 months on, peace has descended on the kitchen, where Samir is now his own head chef.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I did not see that coming.
No.
That is a surprise.
How are you spelling coming?
I did not see that withing.
Normally head chefs only affect the kitchen staff. The whole waiting staff just feel better. The place just feels different.
That was some twists and turns.
It was some real surprises and some real unsurprising moments too.
Dealing with rowdy youths, a bus full of school kids and the Potters Bar rail crash. It's heroic work from our rail cops tonight at 10. And up next, things aren't going to plan for Dave. It's more Paddington Green.
I remember the Potters Bar train crash.
What
It
year
came
was
off,
that?
didn't it?
Yeah, I think that was...
Early 90s, late 80s? You have a little look. You have a little Google. Alan Withing. Oh! I'm going to say 89.
It's got the report on 2002 by the looks of it. Yeah, 1980... What? Hang on.
This is 1898.
No.
When did Potters Bar rail crash?
2002.
Well, no, this... What? No. Really?
Mm.
Okay.
I was going to say, I think I'd started at 3 counties by then.
Izzy says, okie dokie, I'll note that episode 12 is next winning up next time. I don't want to know your workings out, Izzy. Just tell us the answer. Don't want to know the workings out. Not a maths teacher. 2002. I enjoyed that a lot. You do know, I know some people say, I prefer it when you get all the phone calls and stuff. The phone calls happen because of you guys, you know. And it's people who complain about lack of phone calls are the people that never make the phone calls.
I know, but then there are a load of other people who say we just like listening along.
And I prefer it when the phones are ringing. I really, really do. But we can't make the phone ring. You can make the phone ring. So you know that when we're watching these videos, and I will make more of a point of saying
You're
it
always
again,
welcome to ring.
You are welcome to call us. Anyway, we've arrived, and to prove it, we're here. Needs to be snappier. People are saying goodbye. I haven't finished yet. Who's finished? I haven't finished yet. Have you finished?
I'm not far off, I'm going to be honest.
I would just... Oh, no. We talked about street. Is it Street Mate or Street Date?
Street Mate.
I got a feeling we looked through it before on there.
Yes, I think we did.
Yes. All right, Catherine. You've seen my YouTube search history. It's Ruttles Japanese. All right. Okay. Street Date, mate.
Davina McCall.
Davina. I got a feeling there wasn't a lot on here. Oh, yeah. It's
The Return
short.
of God's Gift. Street Mate Holly Willoughby.
It's short bits. I won't watch it with Holly Willoughby. That's not my show.
Have we watched that one?
Yeah. There's nothing, is there? There's nothing.
Nope. Sad that.
Exactly the same thing, Dave. I just want to watch. We talked. I picked the wrong program last week when I did Bob's Full House, and I apologise for that. We will end soon. We're ending soon, but I would like to watch. I meant to watch this.
Every second counts.
I wanted to watch this. You can still call us, guys, before the show ends. Back tonight at 10 o'clock for the Ian Lee Pointless phone-in show on Radio
Here's
Anywhere.
your host for Every
Second Counts.
Paul Daniel.
He interviewed him, right? On talk, didn't he?
Yes, I think we did.
He was waiting for the punchline. Not for the kick in the guts. Very standoffish because he thought we were going to take him down.
All right, good evening. Woo, feel good tonight. Good audience and hello to you at home. Welcome to Every Second Counts, the show where couples play to win seconds of time, and they hope that'll help them to win fabulous prizes later on. And so do we. The show is all...
Very dry. Very, very dry. Dressed like a bowling club president. He really is.
about time. And at the beginning, we always tell you something from a long time ago. Like
I've shown you the trick with the elephant, right? He does where he makes an elephant disappear.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder which trick you're referring to.
It's
for a second.
it's a great trick.
Exactly 200 years ago this week, the mutiny on the Bounty took place. 3 sailors fell off a chocolate bar.
Venus Street Mate is on all 4.
Is it the new one? Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Holy shakamole. I don't know if I've got an account. I must have an account here. Yeah, I've got an account. All right. All right.
And a password you clearly don't change.
Yeah, I change my password every day. Every week I give a different password, and all my passwords are different on all of my things. So please don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't fucking tell them that.
Yeah.
Her password's password 1234.
Damn it.
Here we go. All right, let's have some of this.
The Sky Broadband January sale is here.
Oh,
banana! January Fibre special.
Program starts in a minute. All right. All right. Well,
This is how they get you.
And our outstanding service too. So brace yourself for our incredible Sky Broadband January Fibre special with super fast speeds and outstanding service.
46 seconds till the adverts end.
Exciting times. Davina attempts to stir romance on the streets of Brighton and Manchester, but will the cool clubbers be willing to throw caution to the wind and take up her challenge?
Paul Daniels had a huge Rolls Royce with the number plate magic. I saw it. He did. When I did Come Dine With Me, you don't know who you're going to meet. And I remember driving out to Maidenhead and I was Googling what celebrities live in Maidenhead, some really big stars. And then it came up Paul Daniels. I thought, well, it's either Paul or Debbie. And then you go up the drive and you see the car with the number plate and it was Debbie, you know. So. Intel Inside. Here we go. This is going to get us a copyright strike.
Hi, I'm in Brighton.
Oh, God, this really annoying... Oh, no! You can't see it.
Oh, we're looking to sprinkle just a...
You can't see it. How does that technology work?
Oh, they're so clever.
How does that technology work?
Bitsy.
That's insane.
Little bit of magic into
You can hear it, right?
Person's life. How?
That's an incredible technology, right? That's brilliant, by the way. Isn't it, Richard? That's really clever. What you're missing are loads of kind of the camera moving into her face, quick cuts words flashing up on screen. I tell you what, Catherine, can you describe the first 30 seconds of Date
Okay.
Mate? I'll turn the volume on her down a little
Close
bit.
up on Davina. She's on a carousel, obviously on Brighton Pier.
Hit and play now.
And she's eating.
Hi.
She's eating
I'm in
candy
Brighton.
floss. Okay, Brighton.
And we're
Flashes
looking
it.
to sprinkle just a
Brighton
bits-
Pavilion,
bits,
close up.
A little bit of magic into some
Cut.
gorgeous
Walking along the pier.
person's life.
Slightly
Cut.
askew.
Black and white.
Black and white. Close up. Colour.
Excited? Well, it is
Black and white again.
Cut.
Back to Pavilion.
Cut. Slow zoom in.
Do they talk to each
Cut.
other?
Cut. Black and white. Black and white. Cut. Cut. Titles. That is really, really clever. Are we doing it this way for the full 24 minutes?
I think we would all get a bit seasick, to be honest. Honestly, those cuts. I thought the YouTube generation were. But you think YouTube, but also with some askew.
Loads of you seem to be enjoying that. Maybe that's the way. I mean, this is how people would hear the podcast of Paddington Green. Yeah. Are you doing the audiobook of the show? Do you know what? I think we're done. I think we're done today. I enjoyed that a lot. Well, did we miss some donos? I think we missed some donos. We missed some. Let's do the subs. Graham TG, thank you for the sub. John Bat, Anna Live gifted a sub. Jenna gifted a sub.
Thank you.
Quiet Bloke tipped 50 quid.
Wow.
There we go. We missed it. This is for cars, right? Not a camper van.
I think you've given up on that idea.
Thank you. We're both of our cars are in Hock, and Jim, lovely to talk to you. And what was nice, it was nice having an argument where at the end people shake hands. I was playing a thought game anyway. It's not necessarily what I believe. But
well, then you knew you weren't going to fall out about
no,
it.
but it's nice having an argument. And there were some people in the chat getting a bit scared. But it's nice having an argument where you kind of walk away and shake hands. And that is not what we are supposed to do. It's meant to be go, 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 go.
You're wrong. You think something different from me. Therefore, you're a bad person.
Like my nails. So the donation this month, we there's no point in going, hey, it's a tip box. It's going towards a car. It won't even touch the sides of our cars. But every penny that you give us really, really does help us. Look at this. We had 43 subs today, just 7 off our target of 50, 160 quid donos, 10 new Patreons, and why does it now, do you get it now where a phone number you've never had will ring up and it'll tell you the name?
Yes.
That's weird, right? But even like people, even if people, I haven't got any examples here, it gives you the name. That's the podiatrist. That's the paedophile I've booked.
Oh, God.
Let me make sure if that's the right one. Because I booked him with another one. Oh, I booked it. Right.
Life admin, guys. But thank you for keeping us company for the last few hours.
Thank you for your donos. Thank you for your subs. Thank you for your bits. Join me tonight, 10 p.m. till midnight. Radio Anywhere. It's going to be a phone-in show, like the old kind of 90s phone-in shows with silly
with
beds,
cuts and
loads
things
of
on
cuts.
the slide. And
you can call about anything. No withheld numbers. And then I am back tomorrow at 10 p.m. And then we are back Thursday and Friday. Thank you so much for your support. And let's have a look. We're going to do a raid.
Let's have a
we
look
can
for someone
raid
funner.
now. Let's have a little look. Bottom left. What's this guy? He's got 11,000 viewers. He doesn't need us.
He's doing okay.
He doesn't need us. He doesn't need us. Who's Lulu Bang Bang? I like the name. Mature audiences. I like the style.
For 6 years.
Lulu
Bang Bang.
Something I always look forward to was streaming. One night I started talking about my work and someone suggested I'd be a great community manager. The idea really stuck with me.
Oh,
So I
that's an
started
idea.
Indeed, and use their advanced search.
What is a community manager? Someone suggested I'd be a great community manager. The idea stuck with me, so I Googled, what is a community manager?
And then I got a pen out.
It's wild. I never thought I could do it, but here I am.
Doing it.
Doing what, though?
Don't know, you have to Google it. Get ready to dance.
Oh, we're going to go on Lulu Bang Bang. She's got 7 people. She's starting. Oh, she's starting soon. How soon is soon?
5:40.
Thank you, Hush.
5 minutes.
Oh, no. We're not waiting that long. Sorry, Lulu.
Oh, we would have loved to see.
Sorry, Lulu. We're not waiting 5 minutes. We're not waiting 5 minutes. That's not happening, guys. That's not happening. God. Oh, okay. I thought it was in order. Hi, Tillo. Yobbity bum, yobbity bum, yobbity bobbity bobbity bum, yobbity bum. Let's go right down. Let's get a little bit further down. So a raid is where we go and find someone else who's streaming and we kind of all ship over there. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do, you might find someone new that you really like. You might find someone that you really, really hate. I don't know, but don't tell them you hate them.
There's no need for that.
Edgar, I hope you've enjoyed our show today. It was nice to have you on board. Oh, my God, cleaning out her closet.
I think you're doing it wrong.
Oh, Jesus. Let's see. I should have put in English because we're getting a lot of Koreans and Spanish and Turkish. Let's... There's a lot. It looks like Spanish. Is that Spanish language I'm seeing popping up? I speak 28 languages. All right.
Cool that you guys were here, man. So I will let you guys know when I have a new live stream. I will let it know on my Twitter.
No, don't end. He's not winding up, is he?
You can find the link in the bio. And have a nice morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Bye-bye, everyone.
Oh, no!
No, why?
We were just going to come and raid you and test you on all those languages.
He's got stuff to do, man. He's got a life to live.
Let's have a little look. Find someone. German. Chillwire edit a video giving off
Jibs in
discount
Japan.
Hassan vibes. This guy.
Not
Josh
taken.
in Japan.
That's great. Password
There we go.
done. I need to activate my account. Give me 1 sec, chat.
There we go. Let's go and raid this guy. Thank you, everyone.
You could make his day.
Tonight at 10 o'clock, Radio Anywhere. Go and download the app. You can
Okay,
ask
account
Alexa.
activated.
And you can go to radioanywhere.live. It's going to
We
be a good
are
show.
in. Okay.
We will see you later. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Need to reiterate.